Yo, Naya, where you at, girl? You supposed to be hitting the road doing this music. You supposed to take this serious. We only got one shot. You answering my calls, my text messages, what's going on? We're missing. Hit me up, man. Let me know. Come on.
I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure my life out. Let me figure it out. Let me figure my life out. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure my life out. Ride with me, let me figure it out. Let me figure my life out. I'm just trying to figure it out. Hopping through the most, a lot of shit I'm cool on. Different page, new story, new vibe, new song. Been feeling strange, time to rearrange my feng shui meditation. I just had a real conversation like the other day. Told me only thing you could really count on is death and change. That's the only thing promised to you. Had me thinking like that's so thick. So all this steady shit I'm stressing about not working on some real spit. Ain't got time to waste time, that's some real shit. I just wanna be good, I'm just trying to get ahead. I just wanna live, I just wanna stabilize my bread. Gotta make sure that my baby's straight. Mama gotta get that blue house with the white gate. I'm living out a bigger picture, I'm a legacy. This started way before my time, fulfilling prophecy. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure my life out. Let me figure it out. Let me figure my life out. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure my life out. Ride with me, let me figure it out. Let me figure my life out. I'm just trying to figure it out. Cause I thought I found some real love like that Mary J shit. He was all I ever wanted, got me Marvin Gaye did. I was sick with it for a long time. Took a long time to see I'm running out of time. Wasted. Halloween and matters, nothing like a shit faced it. Late nights, early days, moves, hesitations, separations. They ain't understand, I just wanted elevation. Fuck they speculation, past reputation. Take all of my bluff. Hell yeah, I'm different now. I had to grow up. You say I'm acting funny now, but you don't never show up. When I needed a motherfucker, they ain't never show love. And that's cool. I can link with the people that I need with me. I'm surrounded by a team and they believe in me. Sign a champion, Coretta got a king with me. Vibe with me one time, I'm trying to figure it out. Trying to figure my life out. Ride with me, let me figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure my life out. You say you want me, let me figure it out. Let me figure my life out. I'm trying to figure it out. They say when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. I say you get even by living your life. You only get one. It's now or never.
Forrest Gump to the bag, no walking or running. No walking or running. Forrest Gump to the bag, no walking or running. No walking or running. Excuse me, pardon me. I've been spitting fire or arsony. When it comes to the cash, it ain't hard to see. Getting to the bags like art for me. So if any of you motherfuckers make it hard for me, all my niggas throwing bowls like archery. You talking big shit, we pulling cards to see if you really about your bag like you ought to be. Louis Fendi Prada, nice, but I'm cool though. But you can help with these school loans, light bill, water bill, card no. I ain't worried about a Louis bag, bitch, I'm too grown. I ain't selling pussy, I never play the fool role. To each his own, I ain't looking for a kudos. So when I get to the bag, it's cash money. If you wasn't shooting with me, you ain't getting shit from me. Forrest Gump to the bag, no walking or running. Still trying to figure out what these bitches want from me. What these bitches want from me. Forrest Gump to the bag, no walking or running. No walking or running. Forrest Gump to the bag, no walking or running. No walking or running. So when I get to the bag, it's all about cash money. It's all about cash money. So when I get to the bag, it's all about cash money. It's all about cash money. Counting moolah, fetty, guap, chillin', wallow, pesos, dinero. Chillin' with the Mexicanos, they say Nina, yo te quiero. We chasing commas after 000. Got a special edition for who wanna be your hero. Nina, you want the money? Power or respect, nigga. I'ma take the money, cause the rest come next. Boy, it ain't a conversation if it ain't about a check. I'm like a hickey from a side, nigga. At these bitches next. Who's next? Even without the wealth, all this melanin had me feeling myself. More gold on me than a champion belt. It ain't a competition, they don't want nobody else. I'm a young Maryland, fucking with their presidents. Turned the black dream into cream, I set the precedent. We getting straight to the bag, that's evidence. I've been the rule, I've been doing, always check my measurements. Forrest Gump to the bag, no walking or running. No walking or running. Forrest Gump to the bag, no walking or running.
So, pertaining to the China Blow signing meeting we having here, what do you guys think about the music? As far as you having the splash going on, what do you think about adding to that you got going on?
China Blow is definitely a go. The splash, she ready for the wave.
So I'm thinking, China Blow, I've been watching her for a while. She got good talent, her growth, and her followers and her fans. I think she ready. You must got us one.
Oh, she's definitely ready for Splash Talk Fridays.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's get it going.
Let's get it popping.
She definitely sauced up on the walk-up. It looked like it's about that time.
But I will remember this time.
Well, hopefully we get something accomplished today.
How y'all doing this evening?
All right, how you start
All right.
Trying to blow. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. There you go.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. I'm trying to blow.
Nice to meet you.
There you go.
Okay. China Blow.
It's nice to meet you. I'm trying to blow.
Nice to see you.
You said you never lied to me.
Lied about everything, everything that I needed, you couldn't be.
You said I'd be your only one.
Wasn't the only one. Why did this take so long? My mind is blown. I find myself sitting here like a lonely rock, and I'm just trying to hold back the tears. This shit is real. I lost my best friend of all these years. Wasted all the time while I was trying to make you happy here. We switching up and changing gears, and I often fear, how could I repair my heart or what I'm going to tell my kids? So disappointed in this moment, but I feel anointed knowing that the curse is over. I wasn't the only woman. You entertaining other bitches and you steady hoeing. All in your DMs conversations I ain't even knowing. Saying we friends and telling bitches you ain't checking for me. Eating this pussy crazy like a nigga checking for me. Mouth full of good game, I had to downplay. You like to downgrade, and in the worst way. Your lying days are gone, and smiling's in my evil grin. Because of you, another man can't even reach the kid, bitch.
You said you never lied to me.
Lied about everything, everything that I needed, you couldn't be.
You said I'd be your only one.
Wasn't the only one. Why did this take so long? My mind is blown. They say that time waits for no man, so you can keep your time, cause I ain't waiting for no man. Represent for bitches who represent in the struggle, and stay away from niggas who pussies that need a muzzle. Lying by phone numbers, telling me whatever. You thought that you was clever, but no Trevor, you can never play me like a sideline slide. I'ma get mine. You want your cake, I eat it too. A play for me, a play for you. Boo, all in my face, wanna tell me how you love me, put nothing above me. Nigga, fuck you, sorry, you don't love me, just a thought of me. And to fuck with me is really going hard. Dig deep, you tryna fuck a G. But now it's over, love is gone. I'ma get it on my own. Moving on like Maya, I'm getting higher. I'm focused on empires, you deserve what you get. Now call me China Blow, your highness, cause I'm over this shit. I quit, bitch.
You said you never lied to me.
Lied about everything, everything that I needed, you couldn't be.
You said I'd be your only one.
Wasn't the only one. Why did this take so long? My mind is blown.
You said you never lied to me.
Lied about everything, everything that I needed, you couldn't be.
You said I'd be your only one.
Wasn't the only one. Why did this take so long? My mind is blown. Lied about everything.
Hey man, I believe it's a go with China Blow. It's a go. Let's go.
check 3. It's the Thursday night greatest thing ever in the world. That's right. Thursday night, you know what it is, 7:30. It's the Vibe on Air with me, the Mr. Deeds guy. You know me, Mr. Deeds, the open mic king. That's right. One of those big homies. We in here right now, chopping it up with you. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, and vibe with us, man. So we about going to all social media and search for the Vibe on Air on everything: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, Periscope, Twitch, iTunes, Google Play, coming soon to SoundCloud, coming soon to Spotify, If you want to call in and talk to us, the phone line will be open as soon as I press this button over here. 216-526-1555. Feel free to come in and chop it up with me. In the studio today, I got my homie, comedian extraordinaire. He told y'all once, if he ain't told y'all twice, y'all better catch these jokes. SHAWN SHOWTIME, we're going to chop it up with him in a minute. You know, of course, I got the ratchet news. There's some ratchet shit going on in the news. Some real dumb shit. So we got to talk about that. But also, I'm going to do what I do the best. Play you motherfuckers' music.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I support the underground. I support the independent artists. And also support turning my phone down while I was playing the show in the background. Because it was loud. But if you have music and you want to be played on the show, simply send your music to an MP3 format. If it's video, MP4 format, or send me the YouTube link. But send it to thevibeonair@gmail.com. And I will play your music, even if it sucks.
I know you get a lot of that, don't you?
You don't know. But we will play your music. So if you got music, send it to us. We love to play it for you. We love supporting. But we also going to be talking serious, too, because it's a lot of shit going on right now. A lot of crazy shit going on in the world.
Yes, it is.
Especially in Minnesota. We're going to talk about that, too, but I also got some other things to talk about, too. But we're going to show some love to these artists that I just played a second ago. Like that Figure It Out by Naya Marie. Shout out to Naya Marie. You got some new project coming out, girl. You better send me some shit.
Naya, what up?
Shout out to Nicole Kapowski with that Forrest Gump to the money. No walking, all running. That's what she said.
All running to the money.
All running. And then, of course, China Blow with Empty Promises. That's China Blow. I got to holler back at China Blow. What's going on, China Blow? You got to send me some more music, too. But we're going to hop into some more music right here. We're going to talk to Sean. We're going to do the Ratchet News when we come back. It's going down. But as I like to say, this is my disclaimer I do at the beginning of the show all the time. And you probably know what I'm going to say. But as much as I love to support people, I need you motherfuckers to do me one fucking favor. Support me too, man.
Right.
Shit.
Right.
Some bullshit.
If you or someone you love need to be freed, call Mr. Deeds. With immediate response, 24-hour bail bond service for misdemeanor or felony charges, Mr. Deeds is ready, serving all courts in all counties with affordable bail bond service.
Mr. Deeds is who you need to be free.
This is Spade 216.
And I'm like Travis Clay.
Yeah,
everybody wrong.
And we tune in to the Vibe on Air every Thursday. Yeah.
Cleveland. We got a motherfucking baby on our hands. I was fucked up. Ace Wood. Trap Boy Medican. And Beezy.
I was raised by them drug dealers, killers, shooters, hunters, chasing
They don't make them like us no more.
Cause I know some broke niggas that'll do a job just to get along from
Only
it.
the real come
Ever
out the
since a
jungle.
young nigga, mama always told me better get your own money. Now look at me now, I'm starting. You're someone from nothing to something.
I was raised by them drug dealers, killers, shooters, hunters, chasing long money. Plus I know some broke niggas that'll do a job just to get along from it. Ever since a young nigga, mama always told me better get your own money. Like look at me now, I'm starting. Yes, I went from nothing to something. I was raised by them drug dealers, killers, shooters, hustlers, chasing long money. Plus I know some broke niggas that'll do a job just to get along from it. Ever since a young nigga, mama always told me better get your own money. Like look at me now, I'm starting.
shots fired. Apply for the job and not hired. No, can't sleep on this dream. I got a team that got tired. No, mixtapes coming soon. I'll come to you for $5. So for the right dollar, I turn into Nightcrawler. Yeah, raised in the jungle, by lions and bears. Remain on a humble, triple, falling, climbing some stairs.
I was raised by them drug dealers, killers, shooters, huddlers, chasing loan money. Plus I know some broke niggas that'll do a job just to get a loan from it. Ever since a young nigga, mama always told me better get your own money. Like look at me now, I'm starting. Yes, I went from nothing to something. I was raised by them drug dealers, killers, shooters, hustlers, chasing loan money. Plus I know some broke niggas that'll do a job just to get a loan from it. Ever since a young nigga, mama always told me better get your own money. Like look at me now, I'm starting. Yes, I went from nothing to something.
I was raised by them drug dealers, killers, shooters, hustlers, chasing loan money. Plus I know some broke niggas that'll do a job just to get a loan from it. Ever since a young nigga, mama always told me better get your own money. Like look at me now, I'm starting. Yes, I went from nothing to something.
Hey, Bug, Trap Boy Medicaid, and Beezy, we got a motherfucking bang on our head.
I just wanna make you dance.
If you find, grab a glass, cut it on, shake your ass, put on this song, yo, I'ma make you dance. Put on this song, yo, I'ma make you dance. If you find, grab a glass, cut it on, shake your ass, put on this song, yo, I'ma make you dance. Put on this song, yo, I'ma make you dance.
Grab a glass, cut it on, cut it, shake your ass, shake your ass.
Smell like kush, it smell like sage. Throw that shit back, it's been a few days. Search Google Maps, shop it on ways. Where I've been fiending, make such a long day. She want super head, put on my cake. Fuck a few times, then get baked. Smoke a good dank, pulling up drink. She said, beat the pussy up like you can't. I fuck around and turn the pussy drippers to a lake. But I don't give up pussy whippings on the first date. Gotta have a conversation before we go to first base. And you don't think shit's sweet when you get your first taste. Us not vibing to be the worst case scenario. But I can still fuck up your stereo. I can still make you feel sexy when you throw that booty around like a merry-go. Breakfast in bed, I like pussy and cereal. I get it wet as Ontario. I need a freak, not a scary hoe. I want you to love on me very slow. Ice cream with a cherry though. Put that pussy on the throne, put that pussy on the pedestal. Let me tell you what you better do. If you find, grab a glass, cut it on, shake your ass, put on this song, yo, I'ma make you dance. Put on this song, yo, I'ma make you dance. If you find, grab a glass, cut it on, shake your ass, put on this song, yo, I'ma make you dance. Put on this song, yo, I'ma make you dance.
Grab a glass, cut it on, cut it on, shake your ass, shake your ass.
I'm looking like a snack, she looking like a photo. I was trying to get a headshot for the promo, then she asked if I came out to the spot dolo. Got a feeling I ain't about to leave this bitch solo. Energy feel pulling me in the solar. She gon' make me put my universe on her. Reason she like me, cause I don't want her. She don't want wifey, she got a woman. I don't be trying to be that type of woman, but y'all be texting me after performance. She say that I'm sexy, she like my persona. She wouldn't mind seeing me in the morning. She like the music, got the recordings. Be in the shower, singing my chorus. She did the top with the sweat on my forehead. Say she gon' fuck me while wearing her Jordans. I bust a nut, she asked if I want more head. Fuck me like your freakiness has been dormant. Fuck me like the bitch you fucking is boring. Fuck me like I just came home from touring. Another glass make you feel like you soaring. I got these bottles so we can pour it. You with the shit, so I'ma pour it. We up in space, let's just explore it. If you find, grab a glass, cut it on, shake your ass, put on this song, yo, I'ma dance. Put on this song, yo, I'ma make you dance.
I got my hand up under my seat. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. Every time we pull up, one always beef. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. Two of all my homies is all on me. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. No, I don't need your apology. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. Big screen, yeah, we back in action. Moonwalking on a Michael Jackson. Rap fanatic, break the bracket. Gray sweats, she can see the package. Poverty, I leave in my figure. I'm a 70s baby, I'm a Godzilla. Hemp raps, I don't knock switches. It's all on you how I rock with you. Tally up all day. Come outside, who on gang? We gon' ride like back in the days. Bring your music, it'll definitely get played. Tape decks, we can hear all your tunes. Safe sex was the #1 rule. Slut box wasn't nothing to choose. A broke nigga had nothing to lose. Deep dish, top back, coming down. Shit on slab, blowing trees, selling crack. Hit that strip with that sag. 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Freestyling, we singing, we rapping. Wasn't my time, they held me back, but I still do this if I didn't do that. I got my hand up under my seat. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. Every time we pull up, one always beef. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. Two of all my homies is all on me. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. No, I don't need your apology. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. About 60 bands up in the mattress. I was paying my people for the package. Never ducking them haters, never lacking. I was pro to pole, bitch, I was packing. Lottie-dottie with a party, yeah, about 50 deep. We was right there. We was on the wall, we was on the floor, we was at the bar, my hitters everywhere. Bet y'all ain't know about this. Always been a leader. I'm for good on Teresa. Let her use me up, but then leave her. Check the money that is show on my people. Double up how we chop the rocks. Flush the shit when they rush the spot. Crap game never lost the grab. For the Jack boys, always told the Glock. Pillow talking, we didn't play them games. Fuck the same chick that didn't speak our name. With them honeys there, we gon' slide through. Yeah, we stuck together, how we grind food. Then we spread the money like a swine flu. Nigga, where you from? You rock a tattoo. So deep in the water, call it Shamu. I was bossed up, wouldn't have to. I got my hand up under my seat. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. Every time we pull up, one always beef. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. Two of all my homies is all on me. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. No, I don't need your apology. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before. We gon' do this like before.
316-526-1555 is the phone number if you want to call in. Make sure you follow us on social media by going to Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. Look for the Vibe on Air. The Vibe on Air. If you just put the Vibe, you're not going to find it. The Vibe on Air. Say the whole thing now. Gotta say the whole thing. We about to roll into what I like to do a little bit. We're going to be kicking it with SHAWN SHOWTIME here. He's going to be chiming in. I think he's ready. I think I'm ready. I think the world is ready. So since we are, why don't we just go ahead and do this?
Oh my goodness. If it isn't Little Miss Attitude. She rushing.
Girl, ain't nobody got time for that. I am not the one, boo-boo. You said what? Hold my baby.
The ratchet nose.
Ratchet news.
Today in Ratchet News. Now, normally I pull up a news story and whatever and try to, take it over there. My phone is loud as fuck. But I try to usually, tell y'all a news story, and because there's some real stuff in the news. It's some real stuff in the news that we're going to talk about today. But I don't feel like telling those stories. I'd rather let y'all look and see. But I do got some funny shit, though. There's some funny shit. Like, a lot of people have, with this coronavirus that we're dealing with now, you have to be safe.
Yes.
And one of the precautions that you need to take right now is, of course, when you go in public areas, is wear face masks. But a lot of people are complaining because face masks are hot and it's getting hotter outside. And also people are complaining because sometimes they got to smell their own goddamn breath. And some of you motherfuckers ain't brushing your teeth.
Facts.
And they say, oh, it's just on my face. I can't breathe right. Well, there is a solution. They now have bacon face masks. That's right.
Bacon face mask.
It's made of bacon. No, that ain't a real thing. That's not a real thing. But if you take the time, you can make you a bacon face mask. You better let that bitch cool, though, before you put it on your face. It's the first edible face mask. Everybody love bacon. Even if you're a vegan, you like the smell of bacon, goddammit.
Man.
You can wear this bacon face mask, man. Put the bacon face mask on. Put on the bacon face mask, man.
Crazy.
Oh my damn.
All you got to do, if your breath stank, the bacon face mask will cover up your
But
stank
I'm
ass
tell
breath.
you, Deeds, bad breath and bacon don't mix, though.
Yeah.
Now
Cause
you got some funky bacon.
Now it smell like hot pig ass.
I'm telling you, brother. That breath.
Oh shit.
That ain't gonna mix right, bro. I'm telling you.
Nigga, it's gonna be terrible. It's gonna just smell like they blowing halal in your face.
Oh hell no.
But moving on. But I wish I know a bacon face mask would be dope though if it was like bacon flavored. I mean bacon scented maybe. Where all you could smell is bacon and while you run into the grocery store and shit. I mean that might be cool.
I don't want to smell bacon all day though.
I wouldn't mind smelling bacon all day. I like bacon. I didn't want a greasy mask though, a greasy bacon mask on my face, because then your skin gonna break out. Your skin will
hate that shit.
Man, nigga be mad as fuck because all of a sudden it's just gonna be this part of your face.
That's it.
That's gonna be fucked up.
That's it.
Even it's gonna smell like bacon on your face, and you're gonna have bacon rash and shit. You don't want to have no bacon rash.
Nah, dog.
World premiere.
That's the wrong sound. People be playing the wrong sound.
Cause he up there drinking. That's why he can't get the buttons together.
It's all right. But I'm gonna need you to do something since I can't do it to nobody right now.
What's that?
Sit your dumb ass down.
Moving on. Niggas got their stimulus checks a while ago.
Yes.
And I had a thing where, we were playing a video about how people was doing everything but doing what you're supposed to do with your stimulus check, which is pay some fucking bills.
Man, listen.
But, niggas was doing all kinds of shit, going to buy snacks and shit, buying TVs and shit like that when they already got TVs and shit. You ain't need a new motherfucking TV if you got a TV already. If you got a 61-inch, you ain't need to get the 65-inch, nigga. It was unnecessary.
That's crazy.
It was stupid. Well, some niggas are extremely stupid and would and really will. I just don't know what some niggas thinking, but this nigga here, this is the ultimate dumb shit you could do with your stimulus check. This nigga went and got a billboard.
Oh my god.
That promote how he trying to get hoes.
A billboard, yo.
He got a whole motherfucking billboard to promote the fact that you got to read the billboard.
But look what he said though on the billboard.
Right, you got to read the billboard.
Look what the billboard said.
Bruh.
He said, "Sick of being single while social distancing." What is that?
Sick of being single.
What did he say? I have a vaccine for that.
He has a vaccine for that. And then it say, text me.
What the fuck?
Dude, come on, man.
And then he gonna stand under the bitch at the same time looking at you like, this the real shit, nigga.
If this ain't the thirstiest shit I've ever seen in my life. This means you really can't get no hoes if you gotta make a billboard for some hoes.
This nigga got a whole goddamn billboard to try to pull bitches.
Bitch! Man, they need to lock his dumb ass up just
And you
for
know
that.
how much it costs to get a billboard? And you know how long that probably is up there? Because the billboard is, what, $800 for 6 months, depending on where it's at?
Yes.
If it's in the more high traffic area, it's definitely more. If it was one of them electronic billboards where it flash and shit, that's, man, this nigga put a billboard up trying to get hoes.
To knock hoes off.
Yes, that was his thing today. He wanted to see if he can get some bitches.
My whole thing is I wonder did anybody call this nigga though.
That's the thing. I'm trying to figure it out. If you called him, I need you to call me at 216-255-0611 because wrong number. 216-526-1555. Don't call my regular phone.
He done gave his number out.
Nah, I know. Only call that number if you need a bail bondsman. Otherwise, hit me up because I want to talk to you and find out if you did call that nigga and try to coronavirus and chill.
I think some people called this nigga too though. I bet you they did though. Just to call him and see.
I'm just saying that.
Just to call him and see if he answered.
Man, that's just crazy, man.
I should call the nigga and cuss that nigga out on this phone. Why the fuck did you buy a billboard with your stimulus check?
Matter of fact.
You about to call this nigga.
I think we should call him. I think we should call this guy.
You about to call this nigga.
I think we should call the guy. Let me see if I can. Wait. Yeah, I'm going to call him.
This about to be crazy right here.
It's going to be crazy. Let me get I got to figure out how to work the phone. I ain't worked this phone. I don't call out on this phone if people call in. All right. Let's see. I'm going to say the number. Well, the number is out here, so it don't matter. 727.
We about to call this dude.
757. Okay, I can't get it right.
757.
Yeah, you read it to me. 757.
210 3491.
91. All right.
Top of the ratchet news. It's ringing.
It's ringing. It's a real number. Let's see if he answers.
I'm really waiting on to see this nigga.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Young Raj. Sorry I missed your call, but you can text me and I'll get back to you as soon as possible, though. Be easy.
Damn it, just hang up.
Man.
It's straight for text.
Yeah, this nigga actually, God, dog. I can't believe that this is his actual phone
That
number
was his actual number.
on here, bruh.
It's what's that? This Young Raj.
Young Raj, nigga, you know what I'm saying? You understand me?
I'm the nigga trying to get billboard bitches.
Oh, my God, man.
I need some billboard bitches, man.
This nigga bought a billboard with his stimulus check.
Yeah, that's the... To Young Raj, I have to... See, I knew I was going to be able to do it today.
Sit your dumb ass down.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Young Raj?
Man.
Young Raj, my nigga. I hope your lights is on.
Dude.
Is your cell phone bill paid, Young Raj?
He ain't even got no car.
Man, that's funny as fuck. I should text the motherfucker.
Text that nigga ask that nigga why the fuck you got a billboard.
I'm gonna just text him like, "Hey, can you call me?"
He gonna call back.
I ain't even gonna do it. I might do it during the break.
He gonna be like, "Yeah, this Young Raj.
This Young Raj." I'm like, "This is the Vibe on Air show." Hold on, you know what?
But we gotta get this dude. We gotta get him on the radio right now.
Oh yeah, look. I'm about to.
We need to text this dude. See if he call us back.
From this old ass phone.
See, he got a Joe Biden phone and shit. He ain't got the Obama. He got the Joe Biden.
No, it's the Samsung. It's the Samsung 3.
He got that Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton phone over there.
Shut up. How the fuck you do it? You gotta. What the fuck? I ain't used this phone.
He can't even get the text.
All right, what's the number? 757.
757. 210.
210.
3491.
72. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna just say, hey man, hit me up. Hey, call me real quick. It's important.
It's important. We need to get him on the radio right now. Cause I know y'all want to know too. Cause this dude actually bought a billboard. I'm tripping, man. I saw that on Facebook today, man. I just shook my head, dude.
I can't believe a nigga would just buy a billboard talking about, hey, you in quarantine.
I didn't know billboards was that easy to get though, yo.
It's real quick. I mean, it's real. It's not hard to get a billboard if you got the bread. They take your money. And just like if you go to a store and ask for cigarettes, they gonna say no.
You gotta send the dude a picture.
You might walk in there and look sick. They ain't gonna say no. You can't handle cigarettes. They gonna say you walk in there like, can I get some cigarettes?
But my thing is,
like,
who that thirsty to call this nigga, and so, for some social distance bullshit? Like, man, this is crazy.
All I know. Let me see. It's hold on. It come up with a message.
Oh, let's see what it says.
I don't know. It say, hey, it's Young Raj. This is an auto text to let you know I got your message. Everything else will be from me. Make sure you click the link and add yourself to my phone so I can respond to you. Oh, hell no.
Oh, this nigga, man.
This nigga got some automated shit.
But look,
going.
though, it
I'ma
might
click
be
the
a
link.
ploy to get his followers up, though, yo.
Right. It's something. Because let me see where it go to. I'm waiting to see if it pop up.
He might be on some genius shit.
He might be.
He might be on some genius shit.
This
bro.
nigga might be doing some get 2 million likes real quick.
2 million likes, then he
get
gonna,
a check.
Then he gonna send us his demo album.
Right.
Look, what's his name? Lil Raj.
Young Raj.
Young Raj. Lil name.
They say some community is trying to take me to the page on this old ass phone.
Let's see what this nigga.
You know, it's called In Community. Damn, and it looked like a music type profile.
I told you, this nigga.
Yeah, I'm not for that. Fill out that.
You got to fill this shit out.
You got to fill it out. You got to put your name, age, gender, and all that shit.
But look, that was might be some genius shit though.
I don't know. That it might be. I mean, shit, the nigga is like.
Who would have thought of that though? See, he did some shit.
He doing some other shit.
He did some other shit. That's some brilliant. I'm about to do that shit too.
He's a standout. He's a standout nigga. So I'm gonna get a nigga to plug for this. Young Raj, if you happen to be listening, because I got the followers everywhere. If you're listening, call into the show 216-526-6355. We want to interview your ass, man, because this some silly shit.
Some shit right here, dog.
This some silly shit. Oh man.
You had to be high though to even think of some shit.
Nah,
like
that's
this.
not no high shit, nigga.
You
That's
gotta think though.
That's some main brain type shit.
That nigga was smoking that exotic shit. That nigga was like, nigga, you know what I can do? I can put my
It
shit
probably
on
didn't start out
Billboard,
that way
nigga.
though. He probably started getting clown. Niggas started calling that number clown in his ass because this ain't new. That ain't brand new. He probably had that bitch up for a minute.
Because
you know that billboard ain't coming down until the time run out per the contract you sign when you get the billboard.
He probably do too. That bitch gonna be up there for like a year.
Yeah, it's gonna be up there. He might get some girls that be like, "You that silly nigga with the billboard? You got some money."
Yeah, he might. Yeah, that might, like I said, it might be on some genius shit though. He might have been. Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
That's crazy. But on a serious note, let's talk about the state of what's going on, you know, in this country, especially amongst black people, because I'm sure everybody has seen the video of what happened with the murder of George Floyd.
Yes.
If you haven't, and I don't usually like showing shit like this on this show because I don't like, you know, promoting death, but this is something that is important to all of us as black people. So I'm going to play this video again, but it's going to show, you know, extreme content. So check this out.
I can't breathe. Please, the knee in my dick. I can't breathe shit.
You gonna let him kill that man in front of you, bro? Huh?
Like what?
Bro, he's not even fucking moving right now, bro.
I can't breathe.
Shut up.
They will kill me. They will kill me, man.
Bro, with your feet on his neck, man, you get out the car.
His nose is bleeding. Like, come on now.
That's wrong right there. But if you put him in the car.
They'll kill me.
How long y'all gotta hold him down?
Why you don't do drugs, kids? It ain't about drugs, bro. You understand?
Nah, y'all don't gotta put y'all in. Right.
You could have fucking put him in the car by now, bro. He's not resisting arrest or nothing. You enjoying it. Look at you. Your body language explains it, you fucking bum.
Officers were able to get the suspect into handcuffs and realized that the suspect was suffering a medical distress. Officers called for an ambulance. He was transported to Hennepin County Medical Center, where he died a short time later.
I think that's cool though, bro. You're a bum, bro. You're a bum for that. You're a bum for that, bro. You getting mad. You just sitting there stopping his breathing right now. You about to go out right now, bro.
Look at
bro.
him. Get off of him now.
What is wrong with y'all?
What the fuck? He got made. He got made. He cannot breathe. Get over here. No, first of all. Look at him.
He's not responsive right now. He's not responsive right now. He's not responsive right now, bro.
Compressions if he needs them. You guys are on it.
Oh my god.
Okay.
They direct him like, come on now.
And I have your name tag, bitch.
That's not very professional.
It don't matter. So what? Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech, folks. Don't touch him. I got this all on camera. Watch out.
Do not touch me yet.
Don't touch you.
Yeah, that was tough. That was my first time watching that, man.
Yeah, that's tough to
and
watch.
I wanted to shed some tears for that, man. It makes me so angry when I see that dude. My thing is, they should have bum rushed their ass and just knocked him off of there. Fuck that shit. I'm just being real right now.
You see, they was ready to go into defensive mode anyway. They pulled out mace first, but they would have went to a more deadly force if they could have. And here's the messed up thing, of course. Nobody's been arrested. They've been fired. The FBI is investigating. But pending a death like that, it should automatically be an arrest. It shouldn't even be
It should automatically be an arrest.
There shouldn't be no going home and then that. They should be arrested because they caused a man to die. A man who was already incapacitated and put down.
Right.
He was face down. He was handcuffed behind his back. There was no reason for that. But, you know, and there's been a lot of outcry in regards to this situation, and a lot of things happen. You know, this is one video that someone posted on Facebook. Matter of fact, shout out to Maida Moore. I got this off her page. Maida Mornay. Check this out.
Who do you think you are? Chasing him down, killing him in the streets. We gave birth to these kings, strong enough to lead. The revolution is coming, we're not taking it. Who do you think you are? Chasing him down and killing.
Audibly told them he can't breathe. They are trying to kill me. I'm going to die. I mean, you know how hard that is to know you're about to die?
Yes.
You know,
it's deep, man. That's crazy.
But, you know, in response to this, the communities out there in Minneapolis have all gotten together, and it turned into something terrible. It started to be a protest. Police came out, and then it just turned into probably one of the biggest riots in the history of probably that state.
But it need to be.
I mean, it needed to be. I mean, it was to the point where they had the police backing up. They first went over and busted out a bunch of police car windows, you know, did graffiti on the police cars. And then, you know, the police was trying to, you know, block them from marching down the street. Then, of course, that turned to riot, and them having the police running. They was busting their windows open, throwing bricks. And, you know, the police was trying not to use deadly force, which is probably their best thing. But people have died during this riot due to police action. I got a couple of videos here I'm about to play. Y'all can check out. Check this out. On top of the police station. They got the barricades out. They got cops in front. They got them on top. Rubber bullets. Tear gas.
You want to talk at all?
Rubber bullet, man. I still got it. They shot me twice, and I'm a kid. They shot me twice, and I'm a kid. They don't give a fuck about nobody. See, here's the fucking bullet that destroyed my knee. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about none of us. Fuck the police. They don't give a fuck. Stop killing me. They mad at us. Using our water bottles with glass of water. They've been shooting at us. We've had our hands up. They've been macing us. They've been tear gassing not even threatening or none of that. Why is that? Why would we want peace?
Thank you. They're under murderers and they're fucking protecting murderers. Hands up! They must be good hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
I don't want this to be construed because there are family that are police officers. This has nothing to do with them. We're talking about this situation that's going on here.
Racist. I got family. I'm telling you, racist. Why you never see nobody black killing nobody white? Never. Go downhill because we're ready to go war against this situation. I blame the chief of police and the mayor of that city.
Hey, homie, what you? Hey, bro. What's your shift, man? Hey, bro, I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you, bro.
They already know what it is. They passed the safety guy. They already know. Somebody in a basic situation.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
He was, and you know he had his hands in his pocket to leverage his body up to give him more pressure towards his legs. That's all something you learn in jiu-jitsu.
The lasers are out now. Distracting the officer from shooting. You can shoot in a lot of shots.
Pissed off because it's a black cop doing it. Right. That's what makes me mad.
Yeah, that's the craziness in that, man. That's that one. And I mean, you know, the situation escalated, and more shit happened. I mean, it just turned into an all-out big riot, and people lost their lives, lost their businesses, lost their livelihood. I mean, check this out.
George Floyd. You see, there's just up and down the alleys, there's just tons of graffiti. I can't breathe, fuck 12. Some windows are smashed. Fuck Derek Chauvin.
You don't know Derek Chauvin is the officer.
Fuck 12.
What up, bro?
What up, what up?
How you doing, bro? You good?
Good, good, yeah.
I seen you got a...
What up? How you doing? You want to talk at all?
Masked up?
Yeah, okay. So, hey, we're in front of some smashed up windows right here. It says fuck 12. Right up here is the police precinct with officers on top of the roofs. And what's happening with you? What brings you out here?
I'm out here because the same cop that killed Floyd was the same one. He was involved with the police shooting at Little Earth maybe a couple years ago. And they've been criminalizing our youth for a long time, and that's why we're here. I'm here to support my people. There's a lot of natives out here. I'm here to support them. And, you know.
Did you watch the video of George Floyd?
Yeah.
What did you feel about it?
I mean, it's murder. Straight murder. You know, they've been doing that for a long time here. That's why AIM was started back in the 70s, late 60s. Was because of police brutality, and it's still going on today. Nothing's changed. So we're here. I'm here as a Native person supporting people here, just, making sure everyone's good.
Native Americans.
My people are good out here and everything. Yep.
Anything else you want to say? What does justice look like to you?
Justice looks like freedom. freedom for our people, man. We want, you know, I'm not gonna, I can't go into that right now. Just,
Cool.
You know.
Hey, thank you for the time.
All right.
Man, this is a little bit going on all day.
All right, so again, we're gonna bring you a quick live stream. We're on the phone right now. We'll be back up with the other equipment soon. As you see, it's just this area in front of the police precinct. Clashes all night, clashes all day. At Derek Chauvin's house, the officer who killed George Floyd, there's a presence of protesters there. From what I hear, Mike Freeman might even also have protesters outside his house. He's the Hennepin County attorney who will decide to charge people. Some stores are getting basically looted right now. I'm not really going to show you the footage of that. As you see, the police precinct up here. And thousands of people, maybe, well, yes, I would say maybe 1,000 people or so out here. Definitely quite a few hundred. So all these people are mad that there's some looting happening. Yeah, so this liquor store was looted last night. I'll show you some of this graffiti. Don't get faced. See a lot of signs say fuck 12. Some barricades are up that people are using. Police are on the roofs. There's
and that's what at the end of the day, if they don't do it, then we need to force them to do it.
But then you got people like them. Okay.
The military is supposed to protect these people when they don't come out here. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't not protecting us, the military is supposed to be protecting us. You know what I'm saying? That's their job. That's their duty. Protect the United States, man. Protect the people that you're in. That's what we is. They have options. They can just not show up in the game. Keep
You want to talk about what brought you out here?
Hey man, so basically, man, military personnel is supposed to be out here to support the people. Who gonna protect us against those that are supposed to protect us? You know what I'm saying? The military. The military is supposed to be out here protecting us, staying in front line. That's what we do here. You know what I'm saying? We're here. This is domestic terrorism right here. You know what I'm saying? This is domestic terrorism. We need people out here to come and support. Hands up, don't shoot. And I got my firearm on me. Yeah, I got a 100-round drum. Yeah, I got the dirty in the pocket. I know what's up. I'm not going. I'm shooting back if they shoot me. If they shoot y'all, I'm shooting back. If they got y'all down with their knee in your neck, I'm coming for them. Get off of him. Non-violent first. After that, I'm about to forcefully move you up off of this man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people that was there. I know you felt obligated, and you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. But if I was there, I would have pushed that officer. I would have pushed through. I would have definitely pushed through, man. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we as a people got to stick together. Red, black, blue, doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter. We out here. You know what I'm saying? So support our cause. You know what I'm saying? Support our cause, man. Military, come out here. Be out here. This is what you're supposed to be here for. You're supposed to be out here, man. And I hope it ain't no riot. I hope it don't turn to no riot.
It's already been
straight up, man. Appreciate it. Anything else you want to say? What does justice look like for you?
Hey, justice, equality for all people, man. We have the right to live. Hands down. We have the right to live. Hands down, though. We shouldn't be standing here with our hands up. We have a right to live, hands down. You know what I'm saying? We have a right to live, man. Straight up. Free Minnesota. Free the oppressed. Free the oppressed. Straight up. Black lives do matter. Straight up. Military, come out and support, bro.
Appreciate you.
Calling y'all out. No problem, man.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
My days. Let me give you one of our cars. All right. Appreciate you. So you see barricades coming up. A lot of barricades. This has reached a tipping point here in Minneapolis. we are at that point.
Right now, Minneapolis.
Today's actions were a reiteration of yesterday, where anger has boiled over.
My family fought for this country. Fuck you mean?
So the police have fortified their area. Continuously, these windows have just been shattered and shattered and shattered. Target got looted across the street. There goes pepper spray. That's only gonna make the crowd more angry.
Just protesting. That is I mean, it's one more video I'm gonna play in a second. But here's the other thing about this whole situation. Yes, you're angry at the police, and you are protesting, you are outraged. But what does looting have to do with that?
I don't know either, man.
I feel like looting is stepping out of bounds.
Yeah.
Because now you affecting with other motherfuckers' incomes. And now it's just a reason to rob niggas. I mean, I know that was the LA riots too, but they was wrong for that too. You didn't have to loot everybody. And this was not just black businesses. And here's the fucked up thing. If I swear I wish I had the other video, because there wasn't even really that many black people looting. It was mostly white people.
Yes, I saw that.
They was going in.
They was going in.
They was breaking into shit. Like the owners came out with guns, trying to protect their shit. And yeah, they broke into barbershops, all kinds of shit. Why?
But they hit Target up. But you know that was all black. Hit that liquor store. You can't tell me that wasn't.
No, that was white people like looking to that. They get drunk more than black people. But shit, still they like trying to go into tobacco stores, everything, and it was mostly white folks. Yeah, but what did that have to do with the situation? What did that have to do with the death of George Floyd? Nothing. It was just an opportunity that niggas saw. Oh, I can come up on some free shit. Niggas was trying to steal a fucking treadmill out of Planet Fitness on one of the videos.
That's crazy.
A whole fucking treadmill out of Planet Fitness.
That's crazy.
They
try to steal a treadmill out of Planet Fitness.
Hey, if you try to get a treadmill out of Planet Fitness,
sit your dumb ass down.
Hey, that's ratchet news right there.
That's ratchet. They tried to get a treadmill out of Planet Fitness in Minneapolis. But hold up, it's one more video. I got one more video for you crazy motherfuckers.
From the community, people, that's the only way people fighting back at this point is property. And property does not equal George Floyd's life, the folks say. And so this is where we are right now. We're here in Minneapolis on Lake Street in Minnehaha. This is going to be a consistent theme. As we'll see through the night, we're going to try to stay live continuously. We'll try to get all of our connections and everything else good. Some of our equipment got damaged yesterday during... I think during when the police shot me with marker rounds, they're shooting other people right now. Ooh, just saw that person get hit. Oh!
Look at him, see?
See, it's like literally when you start to agitate the crowd, they're going to throw things, and it's just water bottles. And then this is what they're met with. Sometimes it's more than water bottles, though, as we've seen all night. Cats have been shooting paintballs last night. Cats have been shooting air pellets.
Some in Minneapolis.
You know, they shot out the window of the precinct with an air pellet last night. People are not playing. People have reached that point here in Minneapolis where we haven't seen anything like this. Earlier today, across the street over here, where there was running battles yesterday, there was a person who was collecting some of the hundreds of tear gas canisters and other such less lethal munitions that they were using, and he got arrested. Police are shooting from the rooftops. Again, thank you all for tuning in. This is Nico from Unicorn Riot. We're here in Minneapolis. This is the Justice for George Floyd protest. This is the second day. What I'm going to... Ooh, somebody looks super injured.
Back up! They still
Yeah, they got somebody on the ground. like the day before in this based on this video.
And they're shooting right where the injured people are. People are blocking the person, and now they're pulling the person. The person is not moving their eyes. Their eyes were wide open and they were not moving them. And the police are shooting more on this side though. They're not shooting at this crowd right here. This person did not look good. They were holding their neck.
And nobody's shooting at them.
Can they move? Can they walk? It looks like they can walk. It looks like they can walk. It looks like they're standing up for a second.
There you go.
Now they're carrying the person. Wow. Calling for medics. There was medics out here yesterday. I'm pretty sure there's medics out here today as well. This is bad for that person.
We're good.
Mayor of this city,
Their eyes are rolling in the back of their head.
They need to be in fucking jail.
This is nothing.
The FBI is involved and whatever else.
Move up, move.
The person is breathing, but they're really struggling. That is bad. Yesterday there was a person who was shot in the head and had a seizure. Was knocked out for 5 minutes. It's like motorcycles are rolling through here. As the police have shot so much tear gas, the block is so smoky. They're trying to get everybody out of here. This person is still getting medic help.
The situation is crazy, man. But I mean, it's not a lot that they can do with that because we don't really have any control, and that's the problem. We need to have more control on that. Those officers definitely should be sitting in the jail cell right now.
They should be arrested.
Definitely, especially while it's investigating. Because if I was to stand on somebody's neck, the first thing they're gonna do is arrest me and then investigate. They're not gonna let me go home and then they're gonna investigate.
Right.
This man was murdered. He clearly put his knee on this man's neck while he was already incapacitated and killed him. He definitely need to be in jail. Then you got the other officer, standing there blocking it while he's killing him. He's an accessory to murder. They all are accessories to murder.
Yep.
They need to definitely go to jail, and they need to do time. They need to go to court, stand trial, even though it should be cut and dry. The video tells you. And I forget what he was arrested for, but it wasn't even for anything that would be considered
a big felony, though.
No, it wouldn't even be a felony. It would have been a misdemeanor at the most. It had nothing to do with drugs. It had nothing to do with nothing else. There was no assault, no violence. So why are you cuffing this man, putting him down on the ground, face down, and then putting your hand on his neck for 8 minutes with your hands in the pocket while you're calm, looking down at him as he dies? You watching the life go out his eyes.
Yep.
That was, if anything, that was more malice than anything. That was more sadistic.
Yep.
That was sadism. You watched him die with a smile on your face.
That was the first time I seen that, man. I'm sorry about that right now. I said I wasn't gonna watch it, but you made me watch it because I was sitting here at the show and I had to watch it.
Well, I ain't know you ain't say that you ain't gonna watch it. I didn't know that, Shy. My fault, man.
I said I wasn't gonna watch that, man, because it made me salty now.
It's something to be sorry about, man, because it's happened multiple times. Of course, Ferguson, of course,
yes.
Trayvon Martin. People have lost their lives to action by people who think they have authority.
Yep.
And you still got George Zimmerman, punk ass, out here trying to make money off the fact that he killed this young black man.
Yep. My whole thing is, man, like I said, I've said it 1,000 times. I've heard people say it on Facebook. Where's the gang members?
Right.
The ones who shoot up a house for absolutely nothing. Kill your own brother and sister for absolutely nothing. In this situation, y'all should have been deep out there. Yeah. It's by number. there's hundreds of thousands of gang members, which means you more than the police. That means you are larger than the police station or the police period. That means if you posse up, you can protect the neighborhood, because back in the days, that's what gangs did at first.
Right.
And before they
It was
started
about their neighborhood.
Right. Before they started doing what they're doing now. So my whole thing is, dude, where are you? And I'm not trying to say I'm praising the gang members, but dude, you're killing people for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Why you can't just come out and protect this and face the police?
Who polices the police is the problem.
Right.
Who policing the police? I mean, gang members, biker clubs, all that shit. Everybody should have been out in droves at that situation there. If you're in Minnesota, and
Right.
and everybody should have been out there, and motherfuckers, the police was doing all that tear gas shooting and rubber bullet shit. Because what? Okay, they're throwing water balls. Yeah, I know. Yesterday they were throwing bricks though. They was throwing bricks and fucking up their cars, and they tore up the police cars and had graffiti everywhere. You seen they have graffiti in a bunch of the videos everywhere. Fuck 12, and you know, but it's just a terrible, terrible thing, man.
That's crazy.
But also on a lighter note, I gotta send my condolences to the family of two people I've known well, and it's been all over Facebook and everything. But shout out to Todd Walker and Jermel Stevens. They both passed last week. Not anything corona related, but they have passed. Todd was a staple at the Touch of Italy, if you've been familiar with that. He's been there before they even remodeled at the old one. He's been there for years. Jermel was a part of the reggae scene in Cleveland for many years. I don't know if you remember Champion Bubblers and various other reggae crews in Cleveland for over decades. He's been a part of all of that. He's a well-known singer. He was a friend of mine. He used to come through and kick it with us. Shout out to Myron Gardner. Shout out to Lavelle Austin. They know who he is. And if you know Ross T, you know who Jermel is. We called him Mel, of course, and he recently passed due to complications of organ failure. You're going to be missed. A lot of people miss y'all, and they celebrating y'all, man, while y'all gone, man. So we're going to take this quick moment of silence for the people that we lost. This is The Vibe on Air. We'll be back in a minute.
Hey guys, our thing is here and you're tuning in to The Vibe on Air.
What's a leader if he only comes just to lead you astray? What's the sense if you turn away from fight but you bleed anyway?
Take my advice, invest your time in finding something different. Look inside, double check, make sure there's nothing's missing.
Just let your intuition lead and keep the purity of your projections to manifesting things. You need to be at one with all under the sun, collective security. So seek for surety and morally hold responsibility. No push, no shove, no fight, no fuss, because there's no running over me.
Proceed to breathe and be fueled by truth. Soon in the night, achieve the things you need and make the juice my most to try. So say what you gonna say that has the least effect on my life. The way that you display will never lock around the first
bleed anyway. Take my advice, invest your time in finding something different. Look inside, double check, make sure there's nothing's missing. Steadily seeking some greatness, so you keep inflating, upgrading your integrity that you earn when you learn from the mistakes you make, and stop waiting to worry over things once there but no longer. Swear to get stronger, hunger to do truly right. Remember this, don't you ever mix with all that pettiness shit, cause it'll consume your life. Don't wait for a later date, get to it. Every single problem, just run straight through it. I'ma show you, baby, that I can do it. Movements are always a fool at the least, cause when you seek better things, you see that every inspiration will make you believe that. Need more action and less of the react. We at the point letting the light start to lead. If he only come just to lead you astray, what's the sense if you turn away from fight but you bleed anyway? Take my advice, invest your time in finding something different. Look inside, double check, make sure there's nothing's missing.
This next video I'm about to play is dedicated to Jamel, my man Mel, because he actually is singing in this video with my man Zoo from Wildlife Sounds. So check this out. This is Big Tings. Big things for them, big things for them. Seeing, live a long life, Mel. Rest in heaven.
What you want, tell me what you need, tell me what I gotta do so all of you believe. A wolf gon' dress up like a sheep, so I proceed to release the beast, because I got big things for them, big things for them, big things for them, big things, you know that I'ma sing. Big things for them, big things for them, big things for them, enemies who wanna pose like a friend. Yeah, man a hustle, man a shuffle, hungry belly. That ponder youth is wildlife sound already. The rocky road and the heavy load that I carry down here, guaranteed to be even and steady. But the celly never ring that 119, cause if someone wants something, I bring that 119. Millimeter copper shot, stop your legion. And these things swing and barrel bang for freedom. You bloodthirsty vampires will virus and perish inside of my bonfire. That's how it goes with sucking souls out the sufferer. So make me show you how to hold it, you can see that, and make sure you believe that, to bring back the chances of knowing just what the factors involves or action. There's some cuss words when you flash it through the bumper. Clock, knock what rock through my speaker. I'ma make the pressure drop on you like two T-Bird. Alright, tell me what you want, tell me what you need, tell me what I gotta do so all of you believe. A wolf gon' dress up like a sheep, so I proceed to release the beast, because I got big things for them, big things for them, big things for them, big things, you know that I'ma sing. Big things for them, big things for them, big things for them, enemies who wanna pose like a friend. Stop, watch it, I'm dropping some hot fire. Easy walking into making my speed hyper. But I get down just so I can take you higher. Cool and deadly like a haze blaze assassin for hire. See my deal major since I was a minor. So I'll arrest a man a flash, shoot like turd, and let the light burn. Hot to the touch until the brush fire rush. Flush all the liars that's getting on my nerves. Whether friend or not, you can't gauge the truth based on how many dudes they shot and all that. Some cats just don't know the rules. To fall back and try not to play me for fool. Cross me, then you deal with a hide and Jekyll. Try to globe so I can control and hold where I settle. Finesse the scale so the soul in the shell is balanced. With a strong hand ready for any challenge. Now help me sing, hey.
Tell me what you want, tell me what you need. Tell me what I gotta do so all of you believe. A wolf gon' dress up like a sheep. So I proceed to release the beast. Because I got big things for them, big things for them, big things for them, big things you know that I'ma sing. Big things for them, big things for them, big things for them. Enemies who wanna pose like a friend.
Deceptive, hypocrite, parasite, leeches, snakes in the motherfucking grass, hyenas, vultures, fleas and ticks and tapeworms. Every last backstabbing scavenger will get burned and sliced and diced and chopped but not screwed. Till your game name tag reads Mr. Fish Food. Chum, don't worry about the weapons I hold. I'll throw a great white shark right through your front door.
Alright. Tell me what you want, tell me what you need. Tell me what I gotta do so all of you believe. A wolf gon' dress up like a sheep. So I proceed to release the beast. Because I got big things for them, big things for them, big things for them, big things you know that I'ma send. Big things for them, big things for them, big things for the enemies who wanna pose like a friend.
Of separation, you can't give hope. I said no, John love, oh no. You've got to stand up and fight for your rights, because a change must go on in your life, oh sisters, brothers, true blood, sweat and tears. You will achieve Judge a victory, love my friends. So don't let no one stop you now. You must go on, you must go on in life now. Change must come. There's gonna be a change, it must come.
Brand new banger.
Hold on to love now. Change must come. There's gonna be a change, it must come. Oh yes, I know that change must come. Hold on to love now. Though the road may be rough and rocky, my sister, hold on. We must fight and liberate. We must get this back to war. Though they try to victimize, and yes, they try to criticize, scandalize, oh name, oh Joe. Change must come. There's gonna be a change, it must come. Oh yes, I know that change must come. Hold on to love now. Change must come. There's gonna be a change, it must come. Oh yes, I know that change must come. Hold on must come. Oh yes, I know that change must come. Hold on, too long now. Change must come. There's gonna be a change, it must come. Oh yes, I know that change must come. Hold on, too long now. Though the road may be rough and rocky, my sister, hold on. Rough and rocky. We must fight and liberate. We must get this back to war. Back to war. Though they try to victimize, and yes, they try to criticize. Must come. Oh yes, I know that change must come. Hold on, too long now. Change must come. There's gonna be a change, it must come. Oh yes, I know that change must come.
Check 1, 2. Yo, it's the vibe on there. Mr. D's open mic king. And you just heard a tribute to my man, Bell Stevens. Shout out to Ty Walker and his Seek different by the Wildlife Sounds. New music from Wildlife Sounds. Seek different. That's a banger there. I can't deny. We had to play that Wildlife Sounds Big Teens featuring my man Mill. Shout out to Mike, Drummy, shout out to Zoo, Lavelle. I call y'all by your real names, I don't care. I love y'all though. Shout out to the new music from Sunshade. Change must come. Real Jamaican reggae music. Seen? But yo, it's the vibe on there, man. Make sure y'all follow, like, and subscribe. Feel the vibe. Join on with me. Shout out to DJ Ball. He hit me up on this real quick. One of the greatest DJs in Cleveland. DJ Ball. Wait a minute. I actually got that sound ball. I'm going to play that for you real quick. This shit right here. Shout out to DJ Ball. I saw him the other day in the snow. We was getting lit. But yo, ladies and gentlemen, in the studio right now is one of the funniest comedians that I ever wrote for. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for SHAWN Showtime. He would be funnier.
Hey, we got some good fun together.
We put on some shows.
Put some shows on.
We done some things though. You know, if you know anything about me, I'm a promoter. I try to promote. I do things. People, and I'm funny as fuck too. But Sean he actually writes jokes. I don't write jokes. I just say shit. I just think of shit off the top of my head and just say it. Yeah. I want to write jokes. Right. I just haven't gotten a chance to do it.
It's my dog, man.
But when me and this nigga link, it be just some crazy shit.
It do though.
It just be some crazy. All the time.
Every time though.
All the time. Like when you came with Lucky Nicole.
Yeah. We was out here chilling.
It was funny.
It was funny. We had a good time.
Yep. Absolutely. But yeah, and you like you had the show Get These Jokes. You were standing like this, something. I got the picture behind you. It's gonna pop up and say,
"Catch these jokes."
I know what I said.
You said, "Get these."
I know what I said.
It's a difference.
I said what I said. But, you were supposed to came on with Burner, and I had Burner come on, and you didn't show. And me and Burner. But Burner is a funny motherfucker too. But Burner don't know how to shut up. Shout out to Burner though. I don't give a fuck. I'll talk about Burner. Shout out to Burner. He don't know how to shut up, but Burner say some funny shit, and he's one of these motherfuckers that say stupid shit would make a point.
Yeah.
He would make.
And Burner my dog.
Yeah, Burner, and he's a dope producer. That nigga, he actually makes music. I'm gonna play a couple of his tracks after this.
Yeah.
But Burner is dope. But you couldn't make it that time because you was working on the program. Because I always like when you come on. Because you're a funny cat.
Yeah, and I gotta apologize. I couldn't make it. I told you I couldn't make it because I had some things going on. I had to really get that going and stuff, and it was really getting deep for a brother. So I had to apologize for that. And I'm here today, and this is my dog, so that's how I'm going to talk about.
That's right. Now, which camera are you looking at? Because you're on this one.
Oh, I'm in this one? Okay.
Because you're pointing at that one.
I'm
That's
at
the
this
one.
one?
That's the one when we go to the main shot. You can look at both of them because it's either one. Because you could be here or you could be here. You could be here or you could be here.
All right.
So you on either one.
What's up? So I'm looking at this camera right here.
You look at either one.
Then you got me drinking this Jameson's.
You see, here's another thing. Sean is a Cleveland dude. But I swear to God, he from like Biloxi, Alabama or some shit, or Biloxi, Mississippi, or any place named Biloxi that's in the South.
Everybody say that too.
Cause he a country ass nigga, man.
Everybody say it.
But you grew up on like what? Where you grew up?
I grew up on 93rd, brother.
Yeah, so he grew up on like Alabama 93rd or some shit.
But my grandmama and granddaddy from Alabama. That's who raised me.
Everybody, grandmama and granddaddy from Alabama. We was all slaves.
Right, but that's who raised me though.
But still,
Grandma.
But still, hold up, nigga. How old are you now?
I'm 45.
You should have been out of that shit. You grew out of that shit. Your ass. But I be like, Sean, nigga, I swear to God, I know he used to coach my stepson football team, and he used to call our players like, do the like, nigga, you are not. You from Cleveland, nigga. I don't know.
Everybody say I got the country vibe. Though,
you
man,
do though.
You
do. You like the whole time you been here, we talk. You get everything you sound like you say is either from Atlanta or it's from Georgia somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's where my roots at. That's where my family from though.
Right.
All my family.
So you
from
it's just in your blood.
It's in my blood, B.
That's all right. So you don't say no Cleveland slang, no.
You know what I'm saying? That's my. I say Cleveland slang. Cleveland slang too.
Your Cleveland slang?
Because I'm from here.
You say Cleveland slang.
But I don't know, man. My roots is down south though.
Right, though. But that's what the part of the thing too that makes you a funny dude because your delivery sounds country as hell too. When you do jokes and shit, the shit you be saying sound like Steve Harvey is one of them kind of cats.
Yeah.
He's a kind of cat who was a Cleveland motherfucker.
Yeah.
That nigga born and raised in Cleveland, he tried to claim other shit.
Yeah.
He born and raised in Cleveland off of Parkwood and off 123rd.
Yep.
And he's a Cleveland motherfucker. And he got a country twang.
Yeah, man.
And so it can happen. It ain't like we not, too far from it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Too far from it, man. That's because when your grandmother and your granddaddy talking country slang, and that's all you know, bro.
Because that's like you get niggas who born in Cleveland, they can try to act like they got a New York accent or they want to have that LA accent.
That kills me,
though. I want to say McDonald's differently.
Nigga be talking about, right?
They say Mike Donald's.
Nigga talking about some nigga, word is bond, son.
Word is bond, kid.
From Kansas, man. Quit that bullshit.
Like, man, it's hella niggas over there. It's hella niggas over there, man. Them niggas over there. Nah, nigga, you from Cleveland. Nigga, you grew up. Nigga. You went to Roselle, nigga.
Right. Cut it out. Nigga, you went to Jamerson.
You was at Stephen E. Howe, nigga. You was at Stephen E. Howe when I was at Stephen E. Howe, nigga.
Oh, Nathan Hale going ass.
You know what I'm saying? Louis Pasteur head ass nigga. Nathan Hale.
Oh, Nathan Hale going ass nigga. Talking about he from down south.
Oh, you old AJ Rickoff head ass nigga.
Right. Oh, bust to the west side. Dennison going ass nigga.
Thomas Jefferson went to ass nigga. Frederick Douglass head ass nigga.
Right. Right.
You went to all the nigga.
Oh, Audubon head ass nigga.
Nigga, you was at what was it, preschool to K.
Right. Oh, Paul Revere going ass.
You young motherfuckers be trying to act like nigga. You know you went to motherfucking Chapel Side.
Right. Come on, man.
you was in Hope Academy where I dropped my son.
Right. Come on, man. Niggas tripping.
You play motherfucking though with the Umoja Panthers with stepson. Nigga, I know who you is.
We know who you are.
We know who you are, nigga. You ain't.
But hold on, man. But wait a minute, Beats. I got this one dude.
Oh shit.
I got this one dude. I grew up with this dude. He a little older than me. But I grew up with this nigga. Nigga named Nate. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm gonna say the nigga name. Nigga named Nate. I know this nigga. I know his mama. I know his dad. I know his brothers.
Oh, shit.
Everybody. The nigga grew up right behind me.
Oh shit.
Why this nigga act like he Jamaican right now? Like he from Jamaica.
Oh hell
I been seeing this nigga like, hey man, from Daly's man. I'm like, Nate, nigga, this is me.
Hold up, no, I know a chick, and you probably know she used to be on the karaoke scene, and I don't care, I can't remember her name, but I know she used to be at when Wings was open on Miles.
Yes.
She used to come up there and sing. She had a New York accent. She was New York heavy for years. And I know her cousin. Her cousin used to sell dope.
Right.
And that nigga, he was like, she ain't from New York.
Right.
And that nigga was a Cleveland nigga. He's like, no, she ain't from New York, man. Shit, if anything, we from down south. Because the family was from down. But she used to do this fake-ass New York accent all the time. I ain't seen her in years. Go to Rudy's Pub one night, karaoke. And she walked in and singing. I was like, oh, shit, I ain't seen you. She's like, what's going on? It's like, what?
Oh, my God.
I was like, you're not from New York no more? She's like, no, I never was from New York. I was like, bitch, you lying.
Her ass from 79th and Superior. Talking about she from God. Boy,
I looked at her and was like,
bitch. See, I can't stand the fakeness, man.
Oh man, don't do it to me.
Can't stand the fakeness, bro.
I can't deal with it, man. It's just some dumb shit, man.
Tell you, if you see Nate though, man, you would die off Nate though. He swear up and down he's from Jamaica, dude. You grew up behind me, dude. You is not from Jamaica, bro.
It's a difference. Like you got a lot of Cleveland people, like my man Ross T, Cleveland born and bred,
Yes.
went to Cleveland Heights or whatever.
Yes.
He'll speak patois all day. But he's not gonna claim he's a Jafaican.
Right.
I know some Jafaicans.
He just loved Jamaican music and
that's
culture.
he embraced the culture.
The culture.
But don't. If you're not Jamaican, you're not Jamaican.
Right.
You know, like my homegirl, Miss BBC, she a reggae artist, but she's from Cleveland. She got Jamaican family, but she don't say that, oh, I was born in Jamaica. She would be quick to tell you, no, I wasn't born in Jamaica. I'm from Cleveland, but I have, family members and I embrace it.
Right.
That's the difference.
Right.
You can be that. If you want to speak in a different accent, if you change your shit up, do that. But don't be, if you grew up with me, nigga.
I grew up with this nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
He didn't realize it was me because I grew a beard and all that. That nigga like, yo, man, I'm from Daly's. I said, Nate, this is me, man. Oh, what's going on, bro?
He changed it over there.
Nigga, if you don't stop it, boy.
Cut that shit out. Cut that fake shit. And I know niggas at Daly's, man. Shout out to my nigga Dre the Professor, man. That's my nigga. He a real Jamaican dude, don't even have an accent, but he can flip it on you real quick. Yeah, that's what would be killing me. These fake motherfuckers, man. I know Jamaican. Shout out to Spartacus Reggae, real Jamaican niggas.
Real Jamaican
Sunshade. True blood Jamaicans, man. Y'all faking ass
nigga Nate,
born Jamaican ass nigga.
Right.
You punk not cohort.
You know me from Daly's. Nate, this is me. Oh, nigga. Oh, what's going on, bro? Nigga, if you don't cut it out.
You know me from Daly's, man.
Right.
Yeah, man, we've been in Daly's much of time. You have a drink with me.
Right.
Sin. Cut that shit out.
I don't know what's wrong.
So look, we can't even have a conversation for real. I had questions. Well, I never have questions. I had a question I thought of, but fuck that. This the vibe on air. We vibing.
We vibing, man.
That's what we do. So, okay, catch these hands.
Catch these jokes.
I know what I said. It's gonna be a lot of the, you know how I do, man.
It's the Jamerson.
It's always the Jameson. But you did catch these jokes.
Yes.
And you had a special.
Yes.
Talk about the situations with that and how that worked out for you.
It worked out great, man. The special was called "You About to Catch These Jokes." That's what the special was. And I thought about it. I said, man, I wanted to do something different. I want to do something that, to separate me. I'm just being honest, to separate me from everybody else. So I said, you know what, I'm going to put together a special. It's called "You About to Catch These Jokes." And for over the years, I've had, good following and good people coming to mess with me because, like what a lot of people don't know, I've been in the industry for 25 years.
Yeah, long ass time.
Yeah, for 25 years, as far as doing promotions and doing shows and stuff like that. I only been in comedy 10, but I use my promotion skills and the fan base that I've had over the years to be able to bring these people to my shows. And we actually had a sold out show. We did it at the Front Stage Theater in Cleveland Heights. That's the old movie theater up there.
Mm-hmm.
I packed it out. It was so many people in there, bro, that people was sitting on the steps, bro.
That's what's up. And you speak about the promotion because we did promotions together.
Yes.
That was the one that, and we brought in some funny comedians.
Yes.
And it was good to see that, you broaden it out because you've been doing comedy. You used to travel,
Yes.
you done some comedy Toledo and
Yes.
outside of the state.
Yes.
And it's not. And you're a funny motherfucker. Your voice is annoying to me, but I can say that because you got one of them voices you with the country twang and you loud.
Yeah.
You like, you know what I did? Oh. But that's your hook, though.
That's my hook, though.
That's your hook.
That's what I do.
I just say it because it's funny to me.
Right.
Because I don't give a fuck.
Because you can say that because you my dog.
Right. And plus, I don't give a fuck. I just don't give a fuck. You know, I talk about everybody.
He do, though.
I do.
That's
For
not
real.
bad.
And that's the one thing people can say about me, and that's the one true thing. I talk about everybody. it ain't no lie. I don't talk about how nobody back.
No.
I will talk about you to the nigga and then talk about you to you.
I'm gonna tell you what's funny though. Me and Deez can do this, and we've never got mad at each other.
Never.
We'll roast each other all time.
day.
All day. We'll see each other and just start roasting each other, which is cool. And I like it because, and I'm just so glad Deez
Tell him about the other
graduated.
day. You tell me what?
I'm glad D graduated because D used to put had a Bluetooth in his ear, right? He
you
kept
said
that
that.
Bluetooth. He slept in his Bluetooth. That Bluetooth never left his ear, dude. I'm so glad he
You
don't
trying
have
to be
that.
funny because I got a Bluetooth in my ear now?
No, you ain't got no Bluetooth in there, do you?
It's a beat by Dre, though.
See, but it's a beat by Dre.
It's a Bluetooth.
He had a Bluetooth.
You talking about the old school Bluetooth?
Yeah, he had a Bluetooth in his ear like an
worked
old
in-
cell phone. It was.
That was when the bail bond business was jumping. Fuck you. I was making money with that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck.
But it was
And that
all
was part of my hook, too. When I used to do my promo pictures and everything, I had that bitch in on
He had that
purpose.
Bluetooth on purpose, like, hit me up if you go to jail.
Hey,
He'll point right at the
real.
Bluetooth, like hit
Mr.
me
D's,
up.
who you need to be free. Boom. Fuck y'all. I don't care.
But
it'd be like, Mr. D's, who you need to be free.
Right.
Call me.
But we used to do it in fun, and we used to laugh and joke at each
But
other all
look,
the
we
time.
just saw each other at fucking Home Depot.
Sure did.
And it went down. And your wife ain't never met me yet. And you talking about, the old nigga. Blah, blah. She was like, how you gonna call him an old nigga you don't know?
Right. She didn't even know I knew the nigga.
Yeah, she didn't even know.
Didn't even know I knew him.
He's starting in
I
already.
said,
I'm
this
like,
my
this is-
nigga. Because, see, I'm going to tell you about my wife. I don't even know if she's listening or not. My wife is young, right? My wife is 35. But she like to call people young man and young lady. People who's older than her.
Oh, wow.
How you doing, young man? She sound like an old-ass lady.
She got an old soul.
Yeah, very old soul. So I told when she saw him, she's like, all right, young man. I said, this nigga ain't young, this my nigga. And his old ass.
You older than me, though.
Yeah, I think I am older than you.
I don't think you are.
No, you older than me.
How old are you?
I'm 45. I'm 44.
Yeah, I'm
I'll be
47.
I'll be 45. See,
I'm
you
47.
older than me.
Yeah, I just look younger than
There
you.
you go, nigga. No, I don't know, man, because I still got that. I still got that mature section.
Yeah, but you can buy Beijing any
No,
store.
nigga,
I just choose not
I
to.
got 2-3 pieces of gray.
I tell niggas to wear Beijing. I don't wear makeup.
Right. But hold on, Diggs. When the pandemic went down
Oh shit. Oh, and then the stores closed.
and the Beijing
It dried up. It dried up like the motherfucking
and
well.
they couldn't get to the barber
Oh,
shop.
niggas had their real face on and real lineups and real.
Niggas was walking around looking like polar bears.
Life was different.
Oh my God. Did the pandemic age these niggas or no?
Oh man. It's like you look different than a motherfucker, bro.
Man, the pandemic put 30 years on some niggas.
Niggas was like, man, look, I don't want to come outside.
Dude, they had they whole nigga. They was looking like, you ever seen Sanford and Son when Grady come in and
Yeah,
shit?
yeah.
They was looking like Grady coming in that bitch.
And then you see they real lineups and shit.
Oh man.
And it looked like what was it in Gangs of New York when they showed the streets, the 5 points?
Oh yes.
That's what it would look like, the corner and the streets.
Niggas had them Herman Monster, not Herman Monster. What's the little dude that was on the
Eddie
Monster?
Monster.
Eddie Monster. Niggas
Nah,
had the
them
Eddie
niggas
Monster.
had deltas in they shit where they had the motherfucking the parts of they lineup where it was no hair here, but it was always hair here.
But what they used to
And
call them cowlicks.
Yeah.
Cowlicks. Niggas had cowlicks. Man.
It was just an unjustifiable
bad,
hair
bro.
homicide going on during coronavirus.
It was bad.
But the thing is, it's like you couldn't get a bar. It's like you couldn't go to your barber, but Beijing wasn't available unless niggas had to stockpile at their house.
No, man. Niggas, I'm telling you, it was bad for dudes. And females was taking it bad too because they real eyebrows was growing back.
Oh man.
They real eyebrows was coming back through that pencil marks. Oh my
nigga,
God.
and I know a chick who got a unibrow. They used to get her unibrow trimmed up though. It looked nice, but she kept the unibrow, but she used to get it faded.
Oh man.
I wish I could bump into her right now. Well, I guess the beauty salon's open now.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to see her.
You should have got her about 2 weeks ago.
She looked like a character from Borat.
She looked like Snuffleupagus. Remember Snuffleupagus?
Yeah, no, Bert and Ernie had the one eyebrow and shit. She'll be mad. She'll be mad right now, pointing the big eyebrow at you.
Right. Oh my God.
But look, that's one of the reasons why I grew locks, because one, I'm an older cat. I'm almost 50 in 3 years.
Right.
And I don't have no receding hairline. This nigga's younger than me, like you younger than me.
Yeah, I've been bald.
Yeah, you've been bald for years. You've been bald since I known you though.
I've been bald since I was 24.
Right, but one of my partners I grew up with, he started balding at 26.
Yeah, I was 24.
And he bald as fuck now. But I'm 47, and I can tell people my daddy died with a head full of hair. So I know my hair. That's why I said, fuck it. Let me grow this shit out real quick just to prove a point. Let me prove a point to these young motherfuckers. Because there's some of my niggas out here that they hairline starting to go. Yeah. My nigga Franchise and shit like that. They hairline starting to go. And, he trying to grow hair now to catch up.
You talking about Franchise Cam?
Nah, not Franchise Cam. Not the comedian. But yeah, his hairline been going too.
Because this hairline look like too.
Yeah, his hairline look like it's like the University of Miami logo. That nigga hairline gone.
Right.
Shout out to Franchise Cam though. I ain't seen that nigga in a while though, man. He must have he disappeared like his lineup. But but what you got coming up next?
What I got coming up next, man? Well, how can I say this? I had a lot of shows canceled for the
coronavirus.
For the coronavirus. I mean, I had a ton of shows, man. I lost a lot of bread, man.
Everybody lost a lot of fucking bread.
Everybody lost a lot of bread for real. Excuse me. But I tell you what, man, I got some things coming up. I still have shows that's been booked that's been down the line. We just got them on hold right now because we don't know what's going on, if they're going to allow us to do it or not. But I got a lot of things going on. And I also got a play that I'm revamping and revising called Lord Help My Marriage Is in Trouble. I'm going to bring that back out. And I also want to...
need an actor who got polished?
Oh, yeah.
And dreadlocks?
You are my dog, man. I definitely need you in the building.
You don't never call me, though.
Dude, let me tell you something about this dude, man.
Put you on the spot.
I done called this dude for I don't know how many, but see, he always busy. He always trying to go get somebody out of jail. So I done told this dude, come on to the show, man.
No, when it comes to doing a play, though, I'm open to it because I've done plays. I've done a bunch of plays. Right. It's not a problem. I've done plays and movies, so it's not a thing.
But I always tell him, dude, he VIP wherever he come, especially with me.
Well, yeah, that's when you invite me to a show, and yeah, I be caught up a little bit sometimes. Shit happens.
I know, man.
But if you want me to be in a play and something, of course I'm make it. And for real, I be wanting to come to your shows because you're funny as fuck. You are funny as fuck, but things happen. I can't. I mean, it's the truth. But this 2020 mid Corona.
Yeah.
Things got to change.
Yeah.
A change will come. Like Sunshine, I just played with Sunshine, so we gonna make that happen because one of the things is you are consistently funny dude.
Yeah, and I appreciate it.
I remember one of the funniest moments we did. You did Kenny thing.
Yeah.
Jokes at what is it? Comedy After Dark.
Comedy After Dark. Yeah.
This when it was before he left the. He was at the Mediterranean at the time. This was after he left One Spot in Solar.
Yeah.
And you did the show and it was on that little ass stage.
Oh man.
The stage was like basically some tables that they cut the legs off to make it shorter. But it I was there. I think Jen was there. There was a bunch of us there. A bunch of peers, and it was a bunch of people. It was a nice crowd.
Yeah.
And you got up there, and I think when you stepped on stage, the stage shook.
Yeah. And I roasted.
Like you almost like you had to.
I had to battle myself.
You had to do the shimmy like
on the surfboard.
Right. But it was a good venue. It was a good idea. I mean, they you could tell they made that stage.
Yeah, man. That was a shoebox. They had us doing this comedy on a shoebox.
It was on a shoebox. Yeah. Like a 20 elevated shoebox.
Had some Stacey Adams inside of it.
But it was a small, but it was a funny show.
Yeah.
And people need to understand, not everybody can be a comedian.
Yes.
You have to really pay your dues.
Yes, you have.
To do this.
You do.
And people love to say, okay, Deej, you a comedian. You a funny comedian, I know. I'm not a comedian. You know why? Because I don't write jokes.
Right.
How often do you sit and write?
Me personally?
Yeah.
I write. You know what? I'm one of them dudes who catch something in my head and write it down. And what I do is I build off of what I write down. So like I say, if I say somebody got bad breath, I write bad breath down and then I build off the bad breath. You see what I'm saying?
You find the premise first and then work with it.
Yeah, then I build off of it. Because like I say, I was talking about how people, was since the coronavirus, they was, call themselves entrepreneur trying to make masks and all that. They were trying to create masks, and the nigga gave me a mask with a bad breath already in it. Oh, damn. I said, nigga, you been wearing this, nigga?
But that's like everybody want to all of a sudden be on Facebook Live reporters or shit, and everybody want to all of a sudden now, I got a show.
Right. But like I say, man,
but your creativity,
yes,
is you come with the idea and build it like that, which is and that's cool because everybody has their own way. Some people may just freestyle. Like one of the things, like even when I used to rap back in the day, I used to write sometimes, but sometimes I just take a recorder and think of thoughts and spit it, and then try to add it to other shit, and then piece it together that way. That's I think how I need to approach comedy. Because I do think, and you told me this. And D-Hawk told me this, and even I met Joe Torre, and he said, "Nigga, write."
That's right, yeah.
And I need to write, because I can't. I'm funny. I'm funny without jokes.
You funny dude, man. I mean, like I say, that when we was partnered up, dude, you was funny too, man. You was a funny dude. And listen, before I forget, I want to do something because this is my brother. This is one of my good friends, man. I'm telling you, this is one of my good brothers, and I want to give him something. I came bearing gifts.
Okay.
Oh
shit. You giving me something?
I came bearing gifts, yo. So I want to give my dog one of Catch These Jokes shirts that I got. Look at that. Bow.
Oh, damn.
You see what I'm saying? About to catch these jokes. And if you see it, you see this is one thing that you see the face and he punching and knocking the ha-has out of him. You know what I'm saying? My wife helped me create this.
Punching the ha-has out of
him? Shout out to Megan Mitchell, Mrs. Megan Mitchell.
Shout out to Megan Mitchell.
But yeah, so she helped me create this, and if you look at it, and I did this before. What's this dude? What's the white dude name to beat
Tyson Fury?
Tyson Fury. Yeah, you remember how he was showing on Facebook when he punched dude? And I had this before that. So if Catch These Jokes was a person
before he beat Deontay Wilder.
But this is yours, man.
That's what's up, man.
Catch These Jokes, dog.
You sure this a 2X?
That's a 2X, yeah.
I lost weight, so I don't know.
That's 2X. Unless you want to, and I got some more. If you want a 1X, I got one of those. So you let me know which one you want. I need a 1X
now. I'm a smaller nigga. I didn't know it was gonna be this wide.
Okay, well I got a 1X for you.
I might have to get a 1X, but
I got a 1X.
That's what's up.
But you said 2X.
I did say 2X, but you know what? I'm still thinking bigger me.
Yeah.
I'm probably, no. This is. I keep forgetting I lost weight, man.
But I got a 1X for you.
That's what's up. I appreciate it. I'm scared to try 1X on, no shot. Cause all my clothes is 2X, but I might need a 1X. I don't know. I'm scared to game.
He said I'm scared to put this joint on.
But look, I'm about to play. I want to play this video of yours. You doing some comedy, and then I'm gonna play some music videos, and we're gonna come back. Okay. We're gonna talk a little bit more about your thing and what you got coming up next, and what you got planned, and what's your dreams, and we're gonna talk about some past shit, and we're gonna be back in a second. This is The Vibe on air with Mr. D's. The open mic, kickity king.
And SHAWN Showtime.
We're going to talk about where that name come from, too, God damn it. Because I know where it come from, God damn it. I think I know. But fuck it. We're going to figure it out. Let's go.
What's up with you? How you doing? This is your player, Joey $5 unknown celebrity, and you're tuned in right now to TheVibeOnAir.com. Keep it here, man.
What up, y'all? All you people out there, you know. When you come on, you think when you do it, don't you? You like this, don't you? That's that shit right there, yo. I don't care what you doing. I love that song. I'm old school. Dude, I don't care where I'm at, what I'm doing. It's in my DNA. When that come on, dog, I got to do the thing. I remember I was in the club taking a doodle one day. I was at the club. Like this. Hey, my brother like that song.
everybody outside chilling. You know what I'm saying? My grandma like that song, didn't even know it. Messed up. She come across the grass like this. Y'all about to catch these jokes.
Just got home from work. It's time to get fresh and get faded. Me and my niggas going out tonight. Undress and get in the shower first to wash away all the time we wasted. Cause tonight is a celebration. I'm about to roll up and blow up. I'm saying turn down for what? Let's have a toast till the end of unhappy and another for a new beginning. I got gas in a plane and a fresh pair of J's. I'm ready for whatever, baby. About to find me a new shorty, cause I'm finally over you. See, I got on my new shoes, got my new shoes. See, I'm finally over you. Hey, yeah. See, I got on my new shoes. Hey, trying to clean out the whip. Hey, I came across your favorite fragrance. Hope you didn't want it cause I tossed that shit. Now we're on the way to a music beating and we're blazing. Feeling is so amazing. Pull on the strip and I saw it. I'm looking good and I know it. Felt like park and walking down the street. On the search for sexy ladies. Cause I got gas in a plane and a fresh pair of J's. I'm ready for whatever, baby. Hey. Man, I come home with a new shorty. Cause I'm finally over you. See, I got on my new shoes. Got my new shoes. See, I'm finally over you. Hey, yeah. See, I got on my new shoes. Fresh and faded, can't tell me shit. Fresh and faded, can't tell me shit. Tonight I'm coming home with another chick. Tonight I'm coming home with another chick. Fresh and faded, can't tell me shit. Fresh and faded, can't tell me shit. Tonight I'm coming home with another chick. Tonight I'm coming home with another chick.
Life soundtrack with stereo, but where'd it go? She was my left and right, but now I'm just mono. No blues, MJ's out of my life is on the changer, but I got new shoes. And they made for wearing as I'm staring at the gear on my bed, fresh Preston, yes. No breakup to make up or make up sex, as my thoughts were interrupted by a Will Blaze text. It's like he saw the thoughts in my head, and guess what it read?
Fresh and faded, can't tell me shit. Tonight I'm coming home with another chick.
Sipping a Stella, Cinderella got his groove back. Bumping exposure in the background, my mood tracks. To be specific, number 13, cause I was never good enough for you. As I lean, I'm Wolverine, fleeing the scene on these jean grays. Mutate and then it's back where my team plays. And we the X-Men, there'll be no texting, just sexting. The next chick down for undressing. In a flying Lexus, could it be that we on some flying next year? But actually we just cannabis affected. Burner arrogant and Blaze entertainment.
Cause I'm finally over you.
Yeah.
See, I got on my new shoes. Got my new shoes. See, I'm finally over you. Hey, yeah. See, I got on my new shoes. Fresh and faded, can't tell me shit. Fresh and faded, can't tell me shit. Tonight I'm coming home with another chick. Tonight
shit. Fresh and faded, can't tell me shit. Fresh and faded, can't tell me shit. Tonight I'm coming home with another chick. Tonight I'm coming home with another chick. Hey, hey. The cycle goes round and round. The cycle goes round and round. The cycle goes round and round. The cycle goes round and round.
You know, I've been hearing these rappers talking about they swag and they swagged out, they swagged up, they swagged down, whatever. Gather around. Gotta grow up sometime, man. Arrogant. Will Blaze. You know I walk that walk and I talk that talk, and them chicks that talk get outlined in chalk. So tagged in the worst way. And there's a difference between being hungry or thirsty. And me, I'm a hungry hippo. Eating them seeds, then sipping on the info. Then for dessert, I'll take an info. What's his next flow? He is so suspenseful. Mr. Arrogance, back to business. We spreading this plague like a sickness worldwide. LeBron's gone, but y'all can still witness. Get this, I don't spit this, I feel this. And I don't care if you feel this, cause nowadays the game taints what real is. So I play different, like the late Air Jordan, cause none are equivalent. Yes, and man, I love this game. I even love you, lame. Even those that hate throwing logs to the flames, throwing logs on the flames, but I'm in another lane with my dame. So Mr. Arrogant is out. Mr. CEO, Mr. He who has no doubt. Excuse my drunk demeanor, like a mean mug to a Cleveland nigga. Believe me, the flow is meaner. That's it.
Daydreaming the love I had for you. Now with me, how you get it back? Daydreaming the love I had for you. Now with me, when it's gone, it's gone.
It's arrow. Hindsight of double deuces and brown bags and strip clubs. Critics, haters, and those who won't show love. Mean mugs and artificial thugs, and 23 reasons some can't take the heat and retreat to a sandy beach. But 2 rings later, there's still no peace. I feel like you, dog, I should just leave. But the Cleveland in me continues to breathe, with more menus to speak and more venues to reach. Just having fun in the process of reaching my peak. My technique is Bruce Lee, I fight without fighting. Ghetto mind trick niggas, I write without writing. Please listen to my demo with the test ride. Hand to hand from Kinsman to the west side. The game better open up wide. When I zip down my zipper, it'll be black outside. Let's ride. Yeah. When it's gone, please tell me how you get it back. When it's gone, please tell me how you get it back. In fact, I'm just keep them there.
When I say 2-1, y'all say 6. 2-1, 2-1. When I say 2-1, y'all say 6. 2-1, 2-1. When I say 2-1, y'all say 6. 2-1, 2-1.
Y'all should get rolling. No, we don't sing it like this. That's the word. I need to bring that right in that pocket.
Once upon a time, there was a rapper throwing dices in life's casino with the.
1, 2. See, I'm a DJ sometimes. I can mix the shit. 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 It's the vibe on the air. It's the vibe on the air. It's the vibe on the air. It's the vibe on air. Ooh. Tell your bitch I love her. She love me too. It's the vibe on there. Mr. D is the Over My King, kicking it with SHAWN Showtime. And we getting it in. You just heard music from Will Blaze featuring Arrogant, New Shoes. You just heard Arrogant featuring Will Blaze, Daydreaming. And then you saw a video of some comedy by some nigga named Shine something or other. He was at a show sometime. I'm not a hater. I don't have your mic turned on, by the way.
I see you don't.
There you
that
go.
Was a hater. That
wasn't no hater. That was a mistake because I turned the volume up but didn't hit the one button. Sometimes shit happens.
He ain't want me to say what I want.
Hey, look.
Say. Cool.
I know people is not calling me. You know what? I'm about to put them on. Hold up. We about to stop the music and I'm about to put them on the airline. People like to call. They know I got a podcast. Hold up.
That might be dude.
Hello? Hold on. Let me put you on speaker, Rick.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on, Rick?
What's up? Am I on the radio?
Yeah, you on the podcast. What's going on? You want to call in the middle of the show, nigga? Talk to everybody. What's going on? What you want?
Nah, man. No, for real. Am I on the show or am I not on the show?
Nah, dog. You on the air for real,
You
bro.
on the air, motherfucker.
Dog.
We talking. What's up?
I need to talk some business with you, man. I don't know if you get my texts. I told you I was finished.
What? You finish my yard? Yeah. How my yard looking? Did you trim the bushes?
It's beautiful, man. It don't look like a crack house.
Because that's the way you left it, motherfucker. It took you 7 weeks to do it, man.
That's just like a nigga.
It took you 7 weeks to do it, though. I mean, damn.
Hey, dog, he looking for his bread. That's just.
My grass look like the Django beard,
look,
nigga.
Hey, he looking for his bread, dog. That's when a nigga call you when he done.
You know I've been fertilized.
My grass look like Samuel L. Jackson hair and Black Snake Moan, nigga.
Your shit look like J.J. Evans' hairline.
I found some dog poop somewhere in that yard. I wasn't even expecting that.
Because it was buried, nigga. It was under grass. The dog shit in the he shit in the yard when it was cut. And then stayed there and didn't even dissolve. All right, look.
Unless you want me to cut every week, but I don't recommend that.
I don't want you to cut every week. I want you to cut when you know the grass growing. You seen niggas' house look like a field of despair.
Nigga, shit look like
you seen how much it rained, nigga? God damn, you knew you cut lawns for a living, even though I know, he also a cop though, for real. Hey, you know what? Since you are a police officer, Rick, now I got to bring you into some other shit.
I mean, am I really on the air?
Yeah, brother, you really on the air.
You are
bro.
on the air, Rick. God damn it. But,
oh my God.
Okay, but they don't know who you are for real. Always say it's Rick. I'm not gonna say where you are cop at it or anything, so you don't have to. But the situation in Minnesota, in Minneapolis, what are your thoughts of it as an officer?
Well, I like a lot of people should know. You know, every department has policies and procedures, and if you violate them policies and procedures, then you should be dealt with accordingly. And if that means being fired, then so be it. But like I said, my personal opinion on it, that I think that was a bit excessive for what I heard, what what he was allegedly what he did, and then come to find out that he wasn't even the guy that did what said something about a forgery charge at a store, which is the sadness of it in it all, because basically that man died for nothing.
Do you believe they should be in jail right now?
Oh yeah,
because if it was anybody else,
I'm sorry, if those officers were out there and none of them responded to help, especially when he was basically calling for help, telling him he couldn't breathe. I mean, at one point, which saddened me, was that he called out for his mama. And usually when you do that, I mean, especially in the black community, that's pretty bad. And
he told them, "I'm about to die."
Huh?
He said, "I'm going to die."
Yeah, I mean, and he felt it, because that was just basically like putting somebody in a chokehold. What that officer did, because it wound up asphyxiating him. That's why he was talking about his stomach was hurting, because he was basically he's getting air in his stomach, and that's part of asphyxiation. His lungs weren't getting any air.
Do you feel?
Like I said, the bottom line is, I feel like all those officers that were out there, because nobody did anything to prevent him from dying, should be charged for murder. And
yes, they should be arrested. Definitely.
All of them.
Because if it was me as a regular dude, and I'm holding a nigga down, say he even broke into my house, and I had the right to stop him and detain him, but he already got cuffed and he face down.
But that's my whole point. He's already cuffed, so I can see.
I can see putting your knee in his back, but why on his neck? And then put your hand. When you put your hand in your pocket, you trying to leverage up to put more pressure down. You know, I took jiu-jitsu, so I know what that is. That he was leveraging up to get more leverage and put more pressure down.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is, if you even got a combative person that you're arresting or whatever, you know, there's ways of handling that without doing it. I mean, if you got other officers on scene, in my personal opinion, and based on policy, if he was still saying to me, you could have hobbled his legs, you could have put him in the back of the car. I mean, whatever. I mean, the bottom line is he didn't have to be down there on that ground like that. And that one officer.
And you ain't had to have your knee on his neck for 8 fucking minutes.
Yeah, that's
the average chokehold to kill somebody takes about 5.
Let me just say this: if that's not against that department's policy, I'm telling you, there needs to be some overhaul, because I don't believe that's hardly anyone's policy as far as law enforcement. That's the same equivalency of just putting somebody in chokehold when you're in that position. So, you know.
All right, I don't want to overdo you, because I don't want people to start recognizing you. But my grass is cut.
That's cool. No,
and so basically,
I'm
so basically,
I mean, this ain't got nothing to do with the people that I work for. It's just realities, and I think that's the whole thing.
That's some real shit.
And then,
though.
so basically, what you call these for is your bread, right?
I mean, that man did not deserve to die for whatever.
No, he probably can't hear you. What did you say?
I said, what was his name? Rick. Hey, Rick, can you hear me, Rick?
Can you hear my partner?
Yeah.
Rick, hey, so basically what you call these for is for your bread, because you done with that grass, right?
He said that, so basically you called me for my bread because you doing my grass.
Well, but then like I said, when you get done, can you give me a call? I mean, when you get a minute, can you just give me a call?
Yeah,
back?
but did you hit them? Did you trim the bushes, nigga?
You didn't ask for no trim.
Man, you can't even walk down the sidewalk because the bush is so thick. They thicker than
But you see how niggas do,
they
man.
thicker than the 70 porn stars pussy.
Hey, but you see how niggas do, Rick, man. Niggas want you to look. Hey, Rick.
Oh,
hey,
man,
Rick.
they gonna be thick them up.
Hey, Rick. Check this out. You see how niggas do? They tell you to cut the grass, and then they ask you, "Did you trim the bushes, nigga? Did
That's
you take
what he
all
used
the
to
nigga?
do.
No, you ain't pay for that, man.
Rick is inconsistent with his money.
But you ain't
and
pay
his
for
prices.
that, man. You got to pay for them
Rick
bushes.
is
to
my
get cut.
brother, though. Rick is my brother, and he inconsistent. So
You gotta pay for
he'll
that,
tell
man.
me one day it's 35, next day it's 64, next day it's 75.30.
Man, I ain't changing no prices, man. I only charge you more for the fertilizer, brother. Come on, I gotta pay for that.
See,
You told me
tell him,
45
Rick.
today. It better not be different.
Tell him, Rick. You.
It ain't gonna be no different. It's 40.
See.
You heard that. It's on air. The Vibe on air exclusive. My yard 45. But look, I'm going to hit you back in a minute, Rick. Hey, man, I love you, bro.
All right, no problem. Anytime.
Hey, man, Rick. Hey, Rick, what kind of haircut you got this week?
You don't want to know.
Shit. See, Rick is a motherfucker that experiment with his hair and his life. We gonna talk to you in a bit, Rick. I'm gonna have you come on the show and just do some dumb shit.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes you gotta do that in this life. You gotta live a little.
Shut the fuck up. Bye. It's old brother. That's my brother Rick. My brother Rick is crazy. He a cop. And he do crazy stuff, but he could. I'm just glad he cut my motherfucking grass because it was looking like Busch Gardens, Tampa in that motherfucker for a minute. I was getting mad. And look, he texted me so many times talking about, I'm about to come over there and cut your grass. But if it rained or it got wet a little bit, you know how it had to rain where it rained for like maybe 15 minutes and then stop. I don't know if I should bring my shit over there. It might get clogged up. I don't know. I might have to wait. It's like, nigga. Cut the grass. You go anywhere else. You see white people cutting grass in the rain.
That all depends on what kind of. See, if he just got.
He just got. I mean, but Rick do a great job. Rick is a detail oriented dude. If you know my bruh, he's a detail oriented motherfucker. So it's like I understand, but it's like nigga. But my grass got like this tall, this to your rib.
What kind of grass? What kind of? You was a trap house?
It rained. It rained 7 days straight.
It did though. It did though.
Grass. It don't take much for grass to grow.
Bro, I had to cut mine twice though.
I got a lawnmower and I started to cut mine, but I got these bad knees. I'm not doing this shit. But look, let's get back on track. Let's get back on track.
Let's go, man.
Let's get back on track. We talking to SHAWN SHOWTIME.
What's up? What's up?
Not the channel. Even though that would be dope if they put SHAWN SHOWTIME on Showtime.
That'd be dope right there.
You ever seen the show Deezus and Meryl?
Who?
Deezus and Meryl.
No, I ain't never seen that.
They are two dudes from Brooklyn, from the Bronx.
Uh-huh.
They started with a podcast and they was on Viceland. They had a talk show and they do a talk show and they had like a lot of stars on there. And then Showtime bought them out. Okay. And that have a show. You need to check it out. They some funny dudes. They're not really comedians, but they are funny. Mm-hmm. And all they do is just, they play they do some shit like kind of what I do with the Ratchet News, but they do it bigger. And a lot of times it'd be funny because I do the Ratchet News and I watch their show and then they do the shit I did on Ratchet News and be like, do they watch me?
Probably do. You never know.
They do like some video where they play videos of stupid shit and they rank on it and they funny. They funny. It's a Dominican cat and a black cat and they funny as fuck.
That's dope, man.
And but you check it out. But what kind of podcast, if you was to put a podcast together, would it be?
Man, I thought about that.
And we've been talking about it a little bit.
Yeah,
so,
I don't know, man, because I gotta do some funny shit though, man. Like I gotta do something funny because I am a comedian, man.
Because I got an idea. Me and Joey Zaza talking about, Joey Zaza,
right,
Cleveland comedian, dope dude.
Yeah, that's my dope.
We talking about a podcast. I ain't gonna tell you because that's some. But what would be the SHAWN SHOWTIME? Everybody ever called you Showtime Shine?
Yep, all the time.
Yeah, but you SHAWN SHOWTIME. What would be the SHAWN SHOWTIME twist to a podcast?
Oh man, you know what? I would just like to point out a lot of ignorance and a lot of crazy shit that people do.
I think that would be a great title too.
Ignorance shit.
The ignorance podcast.
Like for instance, the ignorant show. Because everything be on here got to be ignorant shit. Like, for instance, man, I saw a Facebook, I don't know if it was fake news or real news, but it was on Facebook, where the dude was out of Atlanta.
Oh, shit.
He was breaking in people's houses, tickling people's buttholes.
And I can believe it.
He was tickling people's buttholes. Now,
I do the Ratchet News, so I know that's probably true.
I'm telling you, listen.
I research shit like that.
But here's the crazy part. People were sleeping on their backs so their buttholes don't get tickled.
I sleep on my back.
I'm like this. How do you dictate or how do you, because if you a butthole tickler, that means you stalking people's buttholes to tickle it.
You a butthole tickler.
How do you pick out the buttholes to tickle is what I want to know. Oh. But then they said they caught him, and they called him the butthole tickler because, nigga, you going in people's houses.
Oh my damn!
Sleep, tickling people's buttholes.
If you're a butthole tickler, listen.
Now, I don't know if it was fake news or real news, but that was on Facebook.
If you tickling buttholes out here,
sit your dumb ass down.
bruh. Why?
You got
tickle.
Because people got fetishes, man. But how do you know your butthole been tickled? Like, what if he went in there and tickled your butthole and left? How do you know your butthole tickled? Because you was laughing in your sleep or something?
I'm gonna tell you something. When you take a shit, your butthole is sensitive, man. Because if you take a shit, you know if you know when you gotta take a thick shit and a slim shit.
Yeah.
So you know if something touch, if it's not a place that you don't randomly touch, you gonna be like, hold up, bitch. Hold up. Like, I don't even like women touching my butt.
Me neither.
Me and my girlfriend had a discussion about it. I was like, hold up, bitch. No, we can't do that.
I don't like it either. I can't stand it.
When we first got together, she was the one of them people that when I'm sleeping, I'm like, hold up. No, you don't do that.
Don't do that
And she was like, I don't even know why I tried to. I was like, you don't even know. You don't try.
Don't try.
Leave me the fuck alone.
No, don't do that. You fuck around, I'll be in jail today.
Grab balls and dick and everything else.
Leave a nigga
You can suck some nipples
alone.
But don't touch no butthole. Leave the butthole alone.
Leave the butthole alone.
That's exit only. Like my Scarface even said, this exit only.
That's right.
Everybody. You know who like it in their ass?
Who?
Punk. A punk.
A punk.
A punk. Nah, it's some niggas though. There's some grown ass men that fuck with women that ain't gay.
Man.
That might like a woman to put their pinky in their ass.
That's
What you
gay.
think of that?
That's gay.
That's
to me,
gay to you?
That's gay shit.
That's gay.
Because a man, you talking about a man, you and I, we men, bro.
Men.
We don't even want nobody even going close to our asses. So, I mean, you don't know what people's sexual fantasies are. That's cool. But, dude, that's gay as hell for a woman to put their finger in a man's butt. I don't even want my butt licked, man.
Yeah, no, I'm
People
not a fan of that.
People like that, a female licking a man's butt.
Yeah,
Come on.
Because then bitch, you gonna try to kiss me?
No.
I don't want to smell my own ass on my lip, bitch.
Man.
What the fuck wrong with you?
Because my thing is,
oh, stanky breath, bitch.
My thing is, if a chick try to lick my ass, right, and what if it feel good and then I like this?
Here's my thing: if you trying to lick my ass, bitch, who was you with before me that you licked his ass too?
Right.
You licked his ass too. You got diphtheria.
Exactly.
You got the staph infection in your mouth, bitch.
Exactly, bitch. You got
fuck coronavirus. You got staph.
You got corona to throat, bitch. Because I'm telling you, no.
Now she got staph. She need to drink some corona. Fuck that hoe.
No.
Fuck that hoe.
Especially if she do it good. Tell me, this is my first time. Now, how you gonna be good the first time?
There be bitches that be posting like if you on Twitter, you know Twitter is nasty now. Twitter be having Twitter let everything go, and I be going through Twitter and be like, I lick his nuts and butthole. I be like, bitch, stop! Don't you do it!
Cut it out.
Cut
it out.
Oh man,
cut it out.
It's a shitty situation.
I just can't see. My whole deal is, man.
It's just shitty. Stop that shit.
But how can a man even let a woman lick his ass though? Like that ain't even a sexy.
I can get both sides because I'm an analytical thinker, and I've had people talk to me. Some of it is, bitch, lick my ass to put her in a state of where she's belittled.
Okay.
And that's some pimp shit.
That's some pimp shit.
You know, but to me, I don't want to sacrifice. It's just not that deep.
So my thing
I
is,
can be if I want to make a woman feel like she less, I could do other things.
Right. But
I could think of other things, but not my ass.
So cause my thing is, it's only two positions that you can get your ass licked in.
And I shit a lot.
Either you in doggy style or she got your legs up.
Yeah,
and all that shit is suspect to me.
I fucked a bitch with my legs up before.
That's suspect to me. But that's different.
I've done that.
That's different.
But my dick and pussy. So that,
right, that's different.
I feel like it's a different thing.
But when you talking about getting your ass licked, your legs got to be up.
That's like,
or you got to be in doggy style.
Then that make to me,
no.
if you got your legs up and you getting licked, that's bitch like.
That's bitch like.
That's bitch like.
No, sir.
I put my legs up where a bitch rolled me.
That's different.
That's something different. Now I was trying to do some shit.
They call that something. They call that Amazon. That's the Amazon position. Your legs was up, but she was riding you with your legs. It's like that's called the Amazon, nigga.
I've only done it once. Cause I'm an old nigga who can put my legs don't stretch.
Exactly, nigga. I fucked around and caught a cramp doing that. No, I can't do that.
I couldn't breathe. I was like, hold up. I was heavier then too. I was like, hold up, bitch. Hold up, bitch. Wait a minute.
Nigga got belly in the way.
Oh shit. Oh bitch. Hold up, bitch. I can't breathe. But so I know I asked you what's next for SHAWN SHOWTIME, but like give us like a timeline of things. I mean, is there really even a timeline right now? Because people are for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think people are overly scared of coronavirus to where it's really affecting? I mean, it's affecting everybody, but
yes.
Do you think it should like slow down a little bit? Because we are slowly opening up.
Right. How can I say this? Me personally, I think it's going to fade out because once it stop getting to the airwaves of social media and all this and that, I think it's going to fade out. I think around about July, August, because from what I hear, they said that the heat's supposed to kill the coronavirus. So
that's what they say.
That's what they say. So it's supposed to be, it's going to be 80, 90 degrees in the summertime. So I just honestly think that it's going to fade out. What I don't like is, and this is just my personal theory of it, is to the point where they try to not only push the vaccines, but they need to push 5G. They spent a lot of money on these 5G towers, so they need the people to use them. And what's the best way to use them?
What the fuck do a cellular tower got to do with a virus?
Because I'm going to tell you, they need to scare people to keep people in the house so people can go virtual to use the 5G.
That 5G ain't working. That 5G ain't going to work for another year. And I'm somebody who's experienced in cellular. And for real, they promoting 5G, but 5G is not really even active
right now.
Not at all.
But it's getting active. So my thing is, how do you keep people in the house?
But if you talk to anybody who works in a cellular company that has 5G service, it's not going to really be anything to happen in at least a year and a half.
But that's cool. That's cool too. But like I said, I don't know the facts about it. That's just my theory. I said it's my theory. It's my what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Man, 5G ain't got nothing to do with the coronavirus.
But what I'm saying is they need to push the agenda. The agenda is but I said it, either vaccinations or the 5G.
But here's my thing. Would you trust it enough to take that vaccination?
No, I don't take vaccinations.
Exactly. I don't either. I don't trust that shit.
I don't trust them.
I don't trust because one, to inoculate somebody with a vaccine in order to stop you from catching the disease, you know what they have to do?
They got to give it to you.
They have to give you the disease.
Right.
So that means they have to put the disease in you, let it run through the process of it healing you. But what if it doesn't?
What if it kill you? What if you?
Because there have been people who've been inoculated with the flu, influenza, and they've died. Mm-hmm. It's a percentage of people who get the influenza vaccine and die from it, thinking that it's going to make you build the immunities, the antibodies,
right?
But it's not everybody that gets it, and we've already lost so many people,
right?
Now, and I'm not trusting that.
Right now, watch this. Now here's your deep SHAWN Showtime right here.
Okay.
So listen to this.
Get deep,
Get deep, bro. So listen. Just like you just said, they give you the vaccine. They give you the vaccination. So if you got any underlying ailments, like anything, diabetes, lung disease, whatever you got, once you catch the coronavirus, COVID-19, you got a high chance of it killing you.
Right.
So if you got these underlying ailments and they give you the vaccination and they give you the coronavirus, the COVID-19,
then they're trying to kill you.
Trying to kill you.
It's called genocide.
Yes, on the side of and they call it genocide, and they're creating fear. You know what I mean? Honestly, I think a lot of us already had COVID-19 and already have antibodies of it, because I know for a fact that I was so sick in December, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. In December, I was very sick, and I'm still going to work.
But look, I get sick every year when the weather changed from high to low.
Yes,
I always get sick. I've been getting sick like that since I was 16.
Yes,
and I never had an issue. I would just take some Advil and some Mucinex, and I was good. Never had a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's the fact that they're promoting the fear so much, and the people are jumping to conclusions. And people are, and we need social distancing and everything like that. But people are so scared.
Yes,
and a lot of it can be psychosomatic to where that's just the fact that it forces your body to do things.
Yes.
It's just like when you find out if you're gonna die, if you never. It's like with people with cancer. When they might be living a long life, and then they find out they got cancer, and then they all of a sudden their body start feeling worse once they find out, because the brain is changing now, because now they know, and it's different once you figure it out. But if you keep your mind strong, and think strong, you stay strong.
Yes.
If you let your mind get weak, then you get weak. And the people don't understand that. It's like I lost my dad to leukemia. And once he found out he had it, it went downhill and downhill, downhill. But when he didn't know, he was still strong. So it's
like my dad
it
with
fucks
cancer.
me up.
I lost my dad with cancer.
And that's what leukemia is, cancer. So you know we understand. And it's like, that's why I say if I go to the doctor, I don't even want to know that shit, because even if I know, I'm still gonna be like trying to fight, but I don't want to know. Let me just go how I'm gonna go. Fuck that, for real. I want to go. If I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go how I'm gonna go. And that's why don't be worried about this shit. Like people I'm like, if I get coronavirus, I get it, because that's how I was meant to go. It's a plan for everybody.
Right.
But you can't. And people out here, I understand and people have kids and they worry about their kids, but the only way that people will really lose is if you mentally believe it.
Right. Now, not only that, think about this. The true facts about coronavirus or COVID-19 is that 90% of the people will survive from it. So if 90%, that's a high percentage.
That's a big percentage.
If 90% will survive from it, why is it that it's such, even though we understand that people are dying from it, but people been dying from the flu every year the same rate, even bigger. So why is
not only the flu, but the common cold. The numbers are the same with the common cold and the flu.
And the flu and pneumonia. So we've already been dying from this.
And these are things we have vaccines for.
Yes. So what made this so special? I understand that people are dying, but people been dying.
The reason why it's so special is because they don't have a cure. For the flu, for the pneumonia, for the cold, there are cures. There are ways to combat it.
There's no cure for the common cold. There's no cure.
There's a way to beat it.
Yeah, but you do the same thing with
to treat it.
But you treat it with everything just like you do with the flu.
Exactly.
There's a way to treat the flu.
And that's the thing with COVID. But the fact is that they have deaths, but once again, these are the same amount of numbers that you have.
Right.
And if you are if you're asthmatic and diabetic and have lupus and I'm apologizing for what I'm about to say right now, but if you catch the cold, you have the same chances of dying. If you catch the flu or pneumonia, you have those same chances.
Yes.
And it's people I love that have lupus and things like that.
My sister have lupus.
And so, but they have bigger chances of catching that if COVID wasn't around.
Yes.
If they caught a cold,
you
have to be worried about them.
Yep.
So, it's a pandemic. But when the cold, when it came, was a pandemic.
Yes.
The flu was a pandemic. These are things because immune systems are different for everybody.
Right.
And they try to make all these products to build an immune system, make it stronger. But it's still about the health of the person itself.
Yes.
So
that's the main thing.
And it's always about one thing that we've been put on this earth for, and God put us on this earth for, survival of the fittest.
That's right, man.
And I'm sorry to say it, but and I hope if people hate me for it, you deserve to.
Now here's my other thing, and I'm gonna leave it alone. Look at this, because like I said, here's the deep Sean Showtime. Think about this now. If you call the hospital and say, I think I got symptoms of coronavirus, they tell you to go quarantine for 2 weeks. They didn't tell you what to take. They didn't tell you to take no antibiotics. They didn't tell you nothing. All they said was go quarantine, which means go by yourself, close it in, and let your body take care of it for 2 weeks.
They told you to go.
Sit your dumb ass down.
Showed you. That's what they did.
Sit your dumb ass down.
But the deal is, though, if it's such a huge risk. Why do they tell you to go go quarantine instead of coming in here and getting some type of antibiotics or some type of thing to kill it? Because your body can kill it on its own.
Because I'm gonna tell you, look,
if you healthy.
When they first started announcing that shit, you know, like I told you already, when the weather go up and down, and this was in March, so you know it was snowing and getting warm.
Right.
I started feeling funny, and like I said, I get sick every year since I was 16. So I just told my girl, I'm about to go to urgent care. I went to urgent care in Beechwood, and they brought me in there. They did, took my temperature and all that shit. They said, we don't think you got it. Just take some Advil and some Mucinex. Don't take no like too many acetaminophen or whatever. And I did that. 2 days later, I felt better. But everybody is scared right now, and it's a state of shock for people right now.
Yes.
And people, and here's the problem: too many people follow what's on the news. Too many people listen and believe what the news is.
Yep.
And here's the thing: the news is rigged. They want the shock value because that's how they get ratings. That's how they get paid more.
Yep.
And you have to understand that you sometimes do have to think for your fucking self.
Yep.
I'm not gonna just let somebody tell me, "Oh, you about to die."
Right.
You can't.
Right.
If it's something that if you walk in the stand, live your life. Only thing I know is my knees hurt, and I know I could fix that by working out, which I'm trying to do. But you can't just believe everything because TV is just what it is. It's TV.
It's
everything they tell you is not the truth.
Right.
They want you to believe a certain thing. It's called, what is it called? Fuck. I can't think of it. It's where they want you to believe everything. They trying to get the whole community to believe everything off of one thing when it's really not what it is.
Right. It's
And
like it's like smoke and mirrors, man.
Exactly. It's a trick. It's a magic trick to you.
Right. It's like smoke and mirrors.
And you have to be. And if you're one of these stupid motherfuckers like these white dudes that follow Trump, that believe everything the news say, you're wrong. You can believe you can listen to the news. You should, because that's gonna give you a source. But then you do research. You look it up for yourself. If you're not willing to look it up for yourself, you a stupid motherfucker.
Watch this. I tell you what. You know what make us believe things? This is what make us believe things. When it's constantly pumped into your brain. If I keep telling you corona is deadly, corona is deadly, corona is deadly, it's going to be deadly to you. So watch this. Same thing your mama told you when you was little. Santa Claus is real. Easter Bunny is real. The Easter Bunny coming.
The green lady stay down the street. The green lady.
All that. You started to believe that it was that. And that's what's going on right now. And I'm saying, and I'm not saying that it's not a big thing, because the COVID-19 is a dangerous thing. It's not
It's
what
dangerous.
I'm saying. It definitely is, because it's another strand of the flu. But I'm just saying, it's, to me personally, it's not as great as it is. This is my personal opinion. It's just not as big as it is. I do take precautions when I go.
You got
places,
to. Like when I saw you at Home Depot, you had a mask on.
I had a mask on at Home Depot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Did I have a mask on?
No.
I think I had. I didn't.
No, you didn't.
I don't give a fuck.
You had a mask, but I had one on, because the thing is, yes,
I got one in the car.
I'm going to take precautions when I need to, but the thing is, me personally, I don't think it's bigger than. I don't think it's as big as
It's not
it is.
big. It's just. It's like this. Bill Maher was on his show on HBO. If you don't know Bill Maher, it's called Real Talk or Real News with Bill Maher. He went on there and he
Very funny
and he
comedian.
called out the media because they use things like terrifying and everything and horrifying. Oh, beware, because they want you to fear something. They want you to create. Excuse me, drinking another beer. They want you to have a reaction.
That's that Corona burp right there.
Whatever, it ain't the coronavirus burp. It's because I'm drinking Corona. They want you to have a reaction negatively.
Yes.
Because that builds news stories.
Yes.
They want news stories.
Yes.
And that's what they want. They want you to have fear. They want you to be scared, because then it's going to drag you to be on the news more. All I want you to do is just think more. Don't fall on the bandwagon with what they saying, because people jump on the bandwagon, and that's where riots happen, and that's where stupid shit happen, where people buying up toilet paper, and you can still buy toilet paper. I bought toilet paper yesterday.
You could now.
I mean, I could then. I already had toilet. I bought toilet paper, wet wipes.
Here's my thing. Why was toilet paper so damn important? Your butthole wasn't going to explode because you was stuck in the house?
Because you know what? If it was a zombie apocalypse like on Walking Dead, that's what people fear. They fear not having food, not having toilet paper, because everybody's gonna shit. We all shit.
You have a wash rags in your house. Everybody's house got wash rags.
It's always paper and leaves, because if you in the jungle, guess what you're gonna do if you shit outside in the woods? Wipe your ass with a leaf.
I'm trying to tell you.
Just don't use poison ivy.
Right, because your ass will be itching. So listen.
You ever scratch an itchy asshole?
So listen. I'm trying to tell y'all. I don't understand why people was buying all of the toilet paper
and hand sanitizer.
They act like your butthole was going to explode because you was in the house. Here's my other thing.
I got to say this real quick. You know, if you was a smart motherfucker, if you was a smart motherfucker, you wouldn't have bought all the hand sanitizer. You know what you would have all bought?
What?
All the alcohol. The rubbing alcohol?
Yes.
Because rubbing alcohol gonna kill everything before hand sanitizer. You can use drops of rubbing alcohol and wash your hands before you use all that sanitizer.
Yes.
And rubbing alcohol for a bottle like this big is, guess what? 99 cents.
Yep. And watch this. Not only was the toilet paper missing,
right,
but there was no Vaseline. Why?
Jack off.
Because the single people couldn't get to their house. There was no Vaseline on the shelf. That's one thing y'all didn't see.
They was touching
There was no Vaseline available.
They were touching them. They were masturbating.
All these single cats was at the crib. They like, you know what? I know what I'm about to do.
Look, they look at that pictures of their old ex-girlfriend like, bitch, you need to come back.
I'm trying to tell you, there was no Vaseline available. Everybody always talking about the hand sanitizer and the toilet paper, but they do not mention Vaseline available.
Jackie Chan.
Please.
Look, Shawn.
Yo.
You my nigga, right? You know you my nigga, right?
I know, that's what it is, man.
I know you married and all.
Yeah.
But being a married dude.
Yes.
How often do you jack off still?
Let me tell you something. See, I keep it 100. And see, that all depends. That all depends on if my wife on her, her thing or whatever, and I feel like I want to, know myself a little better. You know what I'm saying? You do it often. Every married man do it more than you think. Because when you get married, you don't get it as much as you used to.
And why?
When you was going together.
And I was married.
Know.
And I mean, I try to figure that out too.
I don't know.
Because I was married.
When you first dating a chick, she give it to you anywhere, everywhere. You can be in a restaurant, dog.
Right.
She'll go up under the table.
They get
But as
freaky
soon as
before
you get married, bro.
Once they have you.
It's like, I got you now. I'm shutting it off. And now you got to masturbate more. Bitch! That's just what it is, man. It's just what it is.
But is it wrong? It's wrong, though.
It's not wrong, though.
Look.
That's not wrong.
This is how she look at you. She be like, do you take this man to be all over? Like, and you say, yeah, I do. And this is what she say.
Gotcha, bitch. Right, exactly. But you got to understand something, too. Not only do men masturbate during marriage, women do too.
Definitely. Women masturbate through life.
They can do it in a car, and you don't even know it.
Nigga, you could do it in a car. But look. So, you married now.
Yeah, yes.
You've been married for 5 years, right?
I've been married for 3. We've been together 5.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So, besides not having sex as much as y'all used to, what's the biggest change for you in your marriage?
Biggest change for me? What do you mean? As far as good or bad, or what do you
mean? Whatever you want to talk about.
Well, put it like this:
marriage
is a work. Marriage is work. If anybody don't think marriage is work, then they're lying. Marriage is work because you have to deal with each other, and you just can't just leave. Like if you was the thing is, if you was just going with somebody, y'all together, you gonna say, you know what, I'm about to get the fuck out of here. I'm gone. Pew, you gone.
No, you could leave in the marriage, but it would be fucked up.
Yeah, you can't just do that. You can't just leave. You got to take what you got to take what's going on, receive it, deal with it, and move on. Because you just can't leave the house because now you in a bond. You in a contract with this woman or man. So now you have to deal with your situations a different way. You know what I'm saying? You can get pissed off, you argue, you whatever you're going to do, but you cannot leave. You have to stay right there.
Yeah, you got to be more stand up.
You got to be more stand up.
And you got to want it too. You have to want it.
Yes.
If you marry a woman from the wrong if you a stupid motherfucker, look, I'm pointing at every camera around this bitch. If you one of these dumb motherfuckers that marry a woman for the wrong reason, understand the marriage, that ring on your finger, on this finger.
That's how I got mine on too. See,
right, because when I used to be married, that ring was heavy.
I mean, that bling right there.
And I took my marriage seriously.
Yeah.
And you have to. If you doing it for the wrong reasons, you a stupid motherfucker. Because that's a commitment for real.
It's a commitment. And like I said,
that's the biggest commitment you will have in your life. If you start a business, it ain't gonna be bigger than a marriage.
No. And like I said, and I ain't perfect. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not perfect, and neither is my wife. But my thing is,
I think your wife more perfect than you.
Oh, she's definitely more perfect than me. I ain't gonna lie to you. My wife is more.
Because you kind of a douchebag.
Dude, you gonna be telling my business. Listen. Listen. My wife is definitely more perfect. My wife is definitely more perfect than I am.
She seems like a good girl.
And she is. She's a nice female. She don't, she's very, she knows what she wants, and she's a very strong woman. And my deal is, like I say,
you mean she do push-ups?
No, she don't do no push-ups, but she
ain't strong. Yeah.
Well, she wants to. She can now. She can do some push-ups, but we talk about that later. So listen. Listen. But my whole deal is with her is that you gotta be straight up with her. She's definitely straight to the point, and that's how she is. But you know what? The thing is, what makes us vibe together, because first of all, we both cancers. My birthday was on 22nd, hers was on 28th.
Oh shit, that's some dope shit too. When you find a woman that's like in y'all same month. Oh yeah, y'all birthdays gonna be lit.
I'm 22nd, she's 28th. And so we definitely and
cancers are evil people though.
Yeah, we both. But see, that's the thing. We both so strong, man.
But y'all evil.
And we just butt heads so many times. But we love each other so much, man. And that's my baby. That's what I talk about.
My I had a couple ex-girlfriends that was cancer. My brother cancer. My stepson the cancer. And they all the devil. I hate cancers. I don't know why I like you. How do I like you? How we cool?
That's because you ain't know I was a cancer. Now you know I'm a cancer. Now you about to be mad.
I'm about to So you know what? Look, SHAWN Showtime.
Right, man.
Look, it's time because we got to talk about some other shit.
Okay, go ahead. Let's talk
guess
about
what?
It's time
to play America's favorite game show. What does it mean? What does it mean? This is a game show where you have to define slang words into regular as English.
Let's go.
Now listen, I'm gonna give you the rules. I think you played one time.
Let me see.
I don't remember if you played, but this game been going on for years. This is where you have to define slang words in regular English.
Okay.
You cannot use slang to define slang.
Okay.
You cannot use the word itself to define itself. You can't say, if I say, what the word mean? Nigga, it mean word.
Okay.
You lose.
Okay.
You have to define it as if you're talking to a nondescript white person.
Okay.
Who never spoke on slang in their life.
Let's do it.
Now, if you get the word correct a little bit, I'll give you.
Woohoo!
If you get it all the way correct, then you will get.
That's hot.
And if you just say some perfect shit.
Excellent. Okay.
If you get it wrong, then you get.
Okay, let's do it.
If you say some dumb shit.
Let's do it.
And if you say some shit that make me want to just hit you with this cup of beer that I'm drinking and waste my beer on you.
Okay, let's do it, though.
All right, and of course, you will be timed.
Okay.
SHAWN Showtime.
Let's do it.
Are you ready to play? What does it mean?
Yes, I am. Let's go.
And I'm going to talk to you in the the rest of the game in this voice.
Let's go.
Let me pull up my words. I've been drinking.
Me too.
That's great. Your first word, Sean, show tizzle for shizzle, is ratchet. Ratchet.
Okay, what ratchet means is someone who really acts ghetto, but try to act ghetto in a bougie way.
Sounds like ghetto is a slang word, doesn't it?
No, ghetto is not a slang word.
It definitely is. It definitely is.
That was a ghetto word?
Definitely.
Ghetto was a slang word?
Definitely.
So when I said bougie? I got the first.
It's when you're a person of low demeanor and don't have any classical manners and say whatever is on your mind.
Okay, that's ratchet?
Ratchet.
Okay, so I can't use ghetto words.
I'll give you extra points if you could tell me what regular word ratchet came from. And then there's no time clock.
Ratchet came from the word. I don't know. You
Ratchet came from the word wretched because in the South, they're trying to say the word wretched, but of course, in their dialect, it sounds like they're saying ratchet. But they're saying, that's why if you listen to Lil Wayne, he's saying ranchet. She ratchet. She ranchet.
She wretched.
She wretched.
Oh, got it.
To be a
now I
wretched
know,
person.
See, I understand what you're saying. Now I got it now. So
Yeah.
okay, now
So
give me
now
the
you
next
know
one.
where ratchet come from.
Yeah, give me the next one.
All right. Your word, Sean Show TZ, is going Dutch. Going Dutch.
Going Dutch means that I'm going to pay for my stuff and you're going to pay for your stuff while we on a date.
That is correct. Correct.
That's what going Dutch means.
That means where you two pay separate bills on the date.
Right.
Probably because one of y'all broke.
Because one of us broke and I can't afford to pay for both of us. So I'm going to pay for mine.
Or she not giving up no ass.
Exactly. I'm going to be like, what is this? Is it the time of the month? Yes, it is.
Look, I'll get my sandwich. You get your sandwich. Let's have a conversation, bitch. Let's have a conversation. We just gonna talk. Let's talk about it. Right. Okay, I'm drunk. Your next word, Sean, show TZ
Let's go.
Is Kiki.
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 Kiki is like Keke.
However you spell it.
Now
K-I-K-I,
that means I'm laughing at someone. That's not it.
That is incorrect.
I'm like,
to kiki is when you are having a good time with your friends.
But hold on.
It's mostly used by women.
Okay, but watch this. When your mom used to be like, Kiki hell, that means you laughing.
That's something
That means you laughing.
Nope.
That means you laughing.
We talking about the new slang. Nope. When the girls be like, I'm kikiing with my girls.
I ain't never.
That means they're kicking it with my girls, but they kikiing. That means they are hanging out and having a great time.
But I ain't never heard nobody say that.
Women say it all the time.
I ain't never heard nobody say that.
They say I'm.
But I'm married, man. I don't be around other females. My wife don't say that.
Hey, look. But that kikiing is where you're hanging out with your girls and having a great time. It's mostly used by women. Men don't kiki.
Men shouldn't kiki then.
If you kikiing with your boys, and y'all some fuck boys.
Yes, but I thought kiki when your mother be like kiki hell. You know?
That's what traumatizations that's what traumatization you need to talk with your therapist about. And I would like to help you get there.
When you laughing and shit, your mama and you know it ain't funny. Your mama like, keep on here, kiki hell. I'm still gonna beat your ass.
I know. I got some ha hell before.
Right.
I got hit with that that racetrack.
Right. Exactly. What's the next one?
The next word for you, Shawn Showtime is. Let me see. Let me get a good one. How can I hurt Sean? It is. Beat.
Who?
Beat.
Beat?
Beat.
Beat beat means I'm tired. Or beat means I'm tired. Or beat means what women do when they put on their makeup. Beat their face. One of the two.
I don't know.
Excellent.
That is correct. The second one is correct.
Okay, there you go.
You came back.
There you go.
That's when a woman makes up her face
Yeah.
and they say it's perfect. It's beat.
I just beat my makeup, exactly.
That's what you're looking for.
There you
Beat.
go. So I got it, dog.
You starting to get it now. You starting to get it now.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
You ready?
Let's go,
You
man.
ready?
I'm ready. Let's roll.
All right. Your next word is snatched. Snatched.
No, snatch means you getting your body together. That's what women do when they get their body together. They want to snatch it.
Okay,
Excellent.
Excellent. Mr. Burns.
Excellent.
Let's go, yo.
Okay,
Let's go.
okay,
It's on
okay.
now. It's on and pop.
You think you got it? You think you got it?
I got it
You
going
think
now.
you-
I got it going. Let's go.
Your next word is bromance. Bromance.
A bromance is when you got two homies, two dudes who friends, and they kicking it and they good friends. That's a bromance.
That is
Excellent.
Correct. We don't have no bromance though.
Man, you still my bro though, man.
You my bro. You my bro. You my
Like,
bro.
dude, we having a bromance right now.
Hey, look. I don't know. Your next word, Sean.
Let's go.
Show TZ
Let's go. Let's go, dog.
Is. Oh, let me give you a good one. Jonesing.
Okay, jonesing. Jonesing is like you are really feeling somebody, or you already. I can't use the slang word on a team, but you really feeling them, like you jonesing them. You feeling them. Can I use feeling? Is that a slang word?
It's a slang word, but
I gotta get the.
that is incorrect.
What is it?
Jonesing is to have a craving for something.
Yeah, that's the same.
You could be jonesing for a cigarette.
Yeah,
you could be jonesing for a beer. You could be jonesing for that ass.
That's right. It's
a craving.
But I know that though. That's right. Though.
But
That's
Sean,
correct. That's correct.
Sean.
Yeah.
Sean.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Sean.
Yes, sir.
Sean. Sean.
What up?
Sean.
What's the deal?
Sean.
What's going on?
Guess what?
What?
This is the part of the show where these are your Yeah, these are your last words. This is the part of the show where you have to get 4 words correct.
Let's go.
And if you get them all right, you automatically win. If you lose, then I take you all back. And you will never be seen again.
Let's go.
Boy. Are you ready to play for your last words, little nigga?
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, Sean Showtime. I'm talking this voice the rest of the game.
Let's go.
Your first word is lit. Lit.
What does lit mean? Lit means that you are really having a great time and you really doing it big. That's lit.
That is
That's
correct.
hot.
That is
That's
correct.
Because I was about to say turn up, but turn up is a slang word, so I
Turn
can't
up
use
is the
slang
slang word. That is correct as well. Your next word, Sean Showtime, is savage. Savage.
A savage means that you are really great at what you're doing. You are really, I can't say killing it, but you are really into what you're doing and you're doing a great job at it.
A tie.
That is correct.
That's right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
That is correct.
Let's go.
Your next word, Sean Showtime, is drip. Drip.
Okay, let's go. Drip means that you are looking good, you're feeling good, you have confidence, you are at the top of your game. Drip.
That is not correct, Sean Showtime.
Well, that's what it is. 'Cause I couldn't say those slang words.
It is.
What's drip? What's drip?
That's when you are adorned in either diamonds or jewelry, or your clothes are so new that nobody else has even seen them before.
That's why I said looking good, feeling good, and you at the top of your game.
You could look good and feel good in some fucking Pierre Cardin. But you have to have diamonds and jewelry.
You got to have diamonds and jewelry. I was going to add the diamonds and jewelry, but I'm going to start you know. But okay, let's go.
Your next word, Sean
Let's
Showtime.
Let's go.
Is wave. Wave.
Wave means that I'm really I'm really on something positive. I'm really doing something big, and nobody else can stop what I'm doing because I'm shining.
That is incorrect.
What's wave, man?
It's the new movement. People are following me.
That's what I said.
That's not what you said.
That's what I said.
That's not what you said. You didn't say it in English. You said it in Shinish.
But you said I can't say slang words.
But you could have said people are following me because I have a movement going. If you would have said the new movement or anything like that, that would have been different.
I ain't say movement. No. I thought I said that.
Nah, you ain't even say movement.
Drip so hard.
But I'm going to give you a chance.
Off this wave.
And that's usually the example I do with this. Off this wave. You
know, you can't understand that new rap. Just I don't know what's going on.
You gotta talk like you. Your next word, Sean Showtime.
Go ahead.
Face card. Face card.
Face card means you revealing the truth in somebody. That you really you pulling their face card. So you revealing the truth in somebody who was on some other stuff.
That is not correct.
Go ahead. What do it mean, man?
Face card means is when you walk into the club and you don't have to pull out your ID. They know your face.
Man, that ain't what face card mean.
What you was talking about is the whole card. No.
See, I think it's the Jameson, man.
Nope. It's the face card. You ain't got no face card. No.
It's the Jameson, man.
No, that's when you walked in the spot where like, oh, that's Shine. He good.
Yeah,
that's your face card. They know your fucking face.
I get that a lot, though, bro. I walk in joints like, yo, that's showtime. Come on in, bro. I got you.
Listen. Where is that?
Put your hands up. Put your hands.
This is we gonna give you a chance to get 2 words correct, and they'll let you win the game. But you gotta get them correct.
Let's go.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
I don't know why I'm going. Your next word is pearl. Pearl.
Pearl.
Pearl.
Pearl means that I'm shining. I guess I don't know about the pearl. I don't know what it mean. What pearl mean, man?
To leave. Nigga, I'm about to pearl.
Oh, that pearl. Yeah, man, I said that. I'm about to pearl out.
I'm about to hit you with this
man.
Mic. You ain't say that.
But I forgot about pearl. Man, that's an old school word right there, man. I forgot about that.
It don't matter. I said it.
But you gotta use you gotta use pearl out. Cause we use pearl out. We don't say pearl. We say I'm about to pearl out.
I've said I'm about to pearl to you before.
You said it, but that's you probably said.
Would you
pearl.
like the next word?
Go ahead.
Nigga?
Next word. Let's go. He cheated me, y'all. He cheated me. Let's go. Let's go.
I got younger niggas that knew what pearl mean.
Let's go.
Your next word, Sean Showtime.
What's up with this?
I don't know. Your word is bet.
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 Bet means truth, or bet means that it's get ready to happen. Like you will say, "Yo, bet we ready to go out." Bet. So that's the truth. We get ready to go, or we get ready to make something happen.
Woohoo! That is correct. Is it pretty correct? It's almost correct.
Yeah.
For another point, then give you the win.
Let's go.
What word from New York means the same thing as bet?
Word.
Wait a minute. Where is it at? I can't find it.
Excellent.
That is correct. That is correct. That is correct.
Let's go.
That is correct. Wait a minute.
Let's go.
It take a lot of niggas. Niggas don't be getting word. The word is
Word is it.
Yeah.
Niggas be like, word?
SHAWN Showtime.
You about to word out? Word? You know,
I'd like to thank you for playing America's favorite game show.
Let's go, y'all.
What does it mean? What does it mean? None of our contestants will receive anything because first of all, we don't have shit to get them. First.
That's what's up. I'm going to win something but don't win nothing at all.
Yeah.
See, that's a black show for you. See, at least if this was a white show, then I guarantee you they'd have gave me something. They'd have gave me some hand sanitizer.
You know, we gave
toilet paper.
We gave you a theme, crush your face. You say, what does it mean? We play some music and gave you a chance to come on the show. But this is the most important part of the show right now.
Yes, sir.
This is where the show gets important.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
I need you.
Yes.
To take your time, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Showtime.
He said Jonathan.
Look in the camera.
Yes, sir.
Look into it like you're looking into the eyes of all the people who are following.
Okay.
And tell them what you would like to leave on their hearts and minds. It's not a promotional thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is an inspirational thing.
Okay.
So tell them what you would like to leave on their hearts and minds.
I would like to leave on your hearts and minds. First, be safe. First, be mindful of who you're around. Secondly, keep God first. Keep God first. And understand who you are. And don't let nobody sell you will give you no wooden nickels. And that was a word from my grandfather. He always told me, don't let nobody give you no wooden nickels, which means you know it ain't real, then you got to think about what you got. And that's what I want to leave you guys. And keep God first.
Shout to SHAWN Showtime for that. A lot of these young niggas ain't never experienced the wooden niggas. That's some real shit.
That's real right there.
Now, I appreciate you for coming on, SHAWN, man, because for real, you know, you're one of my favorite people, man.
Oh, man, it's my dog.
You know,
man. You already know.
You know, I had a question for you that I want to ask you now.
Go ahead.
I want you to tell me it's a two-tier question.
Okay.
Besides yourself, because I know you love yourself.
Okay.
Because you're arrogant. But no.
I ain't as arrogant as you, though. I ain't arrogant as you, but go ahead.
Well, who's your favorite comedian? Who's your least liked comedian in this city?
Who's my favorite comedian in this city?
Yeah. And who's your least liked comedian in the city?
I don't like to say least liked, though.
Okay. Well, I mean, just
how
would you reword it?
I tell you what, one of my favorite comedians in this city is got to be one of my good friends, D-Hawk.
D-Hawk.
D-Hawk is a good comedian. He's a great comedian. He's very funny. And he has he do his videos and he do his thing. But, and he's a good friend of mine also. We roll together. But to me, D-Hawk is one of my favorite. But I like a lot of comics, though, man, here. I'm one of them comics I'm a comics comic. What I mean by that is I'm not going to sit in the audience and act like you're not funny.
Right.
Well, if you're funny, I'm laughing. I'm rolling. I'm in this crowd like everybody else.
Right.
Like, I love my guys, man. Like I said, Joey Zaza, funny. D-Hawk, funny. You know what I'm saying? Jen, funny. I mean, these are my people who I really rock with. Keith Kendall. I mean, I can go
Shout
on
to
and
Keith
on.
Kendall. I ain't seen him in a while. He's funny as fuck.
I can go on and
I
on.
done bumped into Chris Beat.
Chris B. I just saw Chris B. Chris B ain't doing comedy no more.
He ain't doing comedy no more, but he's funny.
But he used to be so
He's
funny.
still funny. It ain't used to be. He just don't do it.
He just don't do it no more. But yeah, but that's all I gotta say, man.
He just smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah, but I like the comedy scene, man. Like I said, Cleveland James, funny, man.
Cleveland
like
James,
there's a lot of guys who's funny. Henry James, he's funny.
Shout out to Henry.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that's in this city of Cleveland who's very funny, man. Who really just need that push. And there's been a lot of hate in this comedy game, especially in Cleveland. They want to talk about you. They want to block you from shows and all that. But it's all good because if God got something for you, nobody can destroy it. Nobody.
So who's at the bottom of the list, though?
As far as what?
Like I said, who do you like the most? Who do you not like?
I mean, I don't want to say, like I said, there's some people who I don't care for. And I just don't care for them. I'm not going to say their names because I tell you why I'm not going to say their names. I'm not going to say their names because I don't want to beat them up.
Okay.
So because if they you hear
do
this,
I know him?
You probably know them, but they may say some stuff and then they may come to me and with this girl, well, why you say that on the radio? And then I might have to punch them in the mouth.
They breath stink?
They breath stink and they ugly as hell too. And they broke and all that.
What side of town they from?
He's trying to get me in trouble. But I tell you what, put it like this. The ones who don't like me is the ones who I don't like either.
Oh, fuck them.
Let's go with that.
All right. So, Sean, take this second. I'm about to step away from the mic for a second because I got to do something.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out your information. Tell people how they can find you real quick.
All right. You can find me on Facebook at SHAWN SHOWTIME on Facebook. You can also find me on Instagram at SHAWN SHOWTIME _funnyman. That's SHAWN _funnyman. Same thing, SHAWN Showtime on Facebook. And that's what we do, man. I mean, Deez had to go take a doodle right quick. He had to go because he been pooting. I ain't going to tell y'all, he been pooting up for about 5 minutes, so he got to go doodle right quick. And that's what it is. So they left me. So he done left me on the show right here by myself because he got to go off and take a doodle right quick. You know, you should have seen the way he just ran, too. He had his booty clenched when he was running. You can tell when they had that doodle walk. He had that doodle walk. So, yeah, he'll be back in a minute. But that's what we do, man. So it's like, you know, I like to have fun with y'all, man. So he back. I guess he had to poop because I guess it was just.
That's how quick you can poop.
I guess that was a quick poop he had to do. But he back now. That's what's
whatever. Shine Showtime, you a dickhead for real. Sean is one of my he a good friend. He try to be funny though, but you know it's like he buy these old crazy ass fitting ass hats though. It look like he got on like young helmets with brims and shit. it's like that look like a baseball helmet and shit for real with cloth on it.
This nigga got a dread. He ain't got no dread. He got one dread.
Hey, look, this nigga beard look like a motherfucking like some winter shit. Like you get some winter apparel on his face.
This nigga got one dread.
This nigga got on a Nike jogger suit. It look like it's a bikey jogger suit.
I told him he gonna keep on. Nigga.
I ain't doing nothing, man. But look,
how does they gonna have a half a mohawk and shit? This nigga, nigga mohawk didn't even go on.
This nigga got a no hawk. If you take his hat off, it just look like scalp.
I'm bald headed. I ain't got no hair on mine, dog.
Hey, look.
Hey, nigga, how you gonna have dreads on the top?
Hey, during the quarantine, you look like you had a concert for Shaba.
Nigga, how does nigga have a dread shag? How does nigga have a dread shag?
Look, I got a dread shag. That's not funny, man, because I kind of do. I ponytail, but that's my choice because wait a minute. Who did that?
This nigga done cut the mic off. This nigga.
I ain't cut the mics was still on, nigga. Look. He got the Nike suit from Silverman's.
This nigga on a bolo shirt. This
nigga went and bought this Nike suit from the wrestling team at John Kennedy.
Look, this nigga got on a bolo shirt. The motherfucking man is walking a horse.
This nigga got the Cleveland hat, the Cleveland Indians hat after they lost the World Series.
Look, I'm not messing with this dude, man. Look, cause this is what we do. I'm telling you, man.
This is what we do.
No,
hey,
man.
Give it up one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for the one and only SHAWN SHOWTIME.
Let's go.
I appreciate you for coming on, bro.
Mr. Cassie jokes.
Mr. Catch These Jokes. In Beijing. Catch these jokes in the Beijing.
This all natural.
Now, that's all him for real, though. I mean, because you know, if it was Beijing, it would have a shine to it. You know them niggas with Beijing
you
on
know
there.
when they got that magic
You
marker
know
on
when
their
they got
face.
that Beijing. Yeah, you know.
That magic marker on there.
They
you
got that
know
fresh stain, like they put some Thompson's water seal on it.
Right, but hold on. This the crazy part. This how you know when light-skinned niggas got on Beijing. If you really pay attention to it, the shit turns blue. It's a light blue. If you really pay attention to it, they got that teal.
It got that gray luster.
Yeah, oh my God.
It got that gray blue luster.
I know a nigga got a whole Beijing beard. It ain't even hair. It's the whole thing is drawn on.
Look,
he
me and my nigga shout to Sam Goody. We started a coalition against lace fronts. I'm about to start a new coalition against Beijing beards for niggas. Because y'all need to stop, man. Just live your life. Look, my beard gray than a motherfucker, and I don't give a fuck.
Let me tell you something. I got a couple of gray strands, but my thing is, dude, the coronavirus revealed them niggas.
But you know what, though? I earned my shit.
Yeah.
And I'm willing, I wear it. Because for real,
that means knowledge, bro.
It's growth. This is growth. This is growth in your life. When you an old ass nigga with a receding hairline and you trying to still look young and for real, niggas done seen you, because it don't last. You know it don't last, nigga. Come on. You motherfuckers is tripping. they tripping. Y'all need to stop. But look, Shine Showtime, I appreciate.
This nigga beard look like sticker bushes.
Who, me? Yeah. Oh, wow. That's how you feel, man? That's how you feel, though? That's how you feel?
You remember my sticker bushes used to be? That nigga sticker that nigga.
But if he take that head off, his head look like Chico Bean, nigga. He wilding out. That nigga, his thought process is heavy.
You ain't lying. I know I got a big head. I don't care.
You got a big ass head.
I know I got a big ass head.
That's why he was the defensive coach, because he was the defensive coach for your Motor Jaguars, nigga. And he said just bend your head out and just run forward. Oh, he was the director for the dinosaur with the big ass head at Jurassic Park.
That nigga like his beard like he got the mange.
Oh, this nigga built like that he headbutt trees and get logs. Hey, Shy. Look, I love you to death, bro. Hey, look, ladies and gentlemen, you have been officially tuned in to the vibe. I hit the wrong button. Vibe on there.
Let's go.
Mr. D's over my King Shine Showtime.
Let's go.
We about this bitch, man. Make sure y'all follow, like, subscribe on every social media page. I appreciate y'all, man. Next week, I don't know who the fuck I got.
Nigga, he about to have me back.
It might be. But sing the song, Facebook. The Vibe on Air. I'm off beat. I'm gonna get back. Get back. Let's go. Yeah. Facebook. The Vibe on Air. YouTube. The Vibe on Air. Yeah. Instagram. The Vibe on Air. Snapchat. The Vibe on Air. Yeah. Twitch, bitch. The Vibe on Air. Periscope. The Vibe on Air. iTunes. The Vibe on Air. Google Play. The Vibe on Air. Everywhere. The Vibe on Air. At your mama house. The Vibe on Air. I'm pulling her hair. The Vibe on Air. She's like, yeah. It's the Vibe on Air. Mr. D, the open mic king, the one and only, the big homie. We up out this bitch. We'll be back next week, 7:30 Thursday. Make sure y'all tune in, man. Stop being some bitch.
Let's go.
Shine Showtime. Mr. D. Let's go. Your baby mama. She like me a lot too. Let's go!